Hello there. If you're just joining in, this is my workshop, and I've turned it into a Santa's workshop. I did plan to already be in costume before this started, but you know, I just wanted to start it when I said I would start it, which is 7 o'clock, and that's right now basically. But I'm still getting ready. But all the stuff I need is here, so I won't be leaving the screen. I'll be here the whole time, hanging out with you if you want to hang out with me. I'm just getting into this outfit real quick. It doesn't take very long, and you know, it's late enough, so I'm hopefully not ruining any child's experience with believing in Santa. But still, at the same time, I'm sure they know that there's a stand-in at least. But this is 100% all me right now. As in, we're doing a live stream. There is no edits on this. This is just me in my shed. You could be hanging out with me too. You could be just, you know, entertained. You can also be interacting within the chat. That is something that you can do. If you're doing it on TikTok, be sure to give a shout out to our moderators, Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Javier, and Bobo Gizmo. Let them know they do a great job. They do enjoy doing the moderating, and I enjoy seeing people thank them. So I appreciate you for appreciating them if you take the time to thank them. I'm just getting into my little outfit right here. We're going to start a poll also in a little while, and that poll is going to dictate what we end up doing in this live stream. I got activities in this workshop that I could be doing with you, and they're all going to be optional for you to be able to decide which one you really want to do most. I'm using all three of my devices right now to stream myself live, so I can't really read the chat over here as well as I should be able to interact, because I'm very far away from the cameras, so you can really get the feel of Santa's workshop going on right here. So this is you just basically hanging out with me. This is a scheduled live event on TikTok, and it goes from 7 till 9, and that means that you know, over here on Instagram, this goes from 7 till 9, and then I'm not live streaming on Instagram at all for the rest of the day. But you can still watch me live streaming on other devices. I'll be live on TikTok for a little bit after the event. But my plan's to already be in costume, so we're already behind. As they say in show business, it should have happened like 5 minutes ago. So I guess it's just kind of staying in line with how things really are. But I have all the stuff I need to do this live stream, so we won't have to leave the screen. That's right. That's the part that pisses me off the most when I do these live streams. If I have to leave the camera and I leave it without me in it, it really just feels like it's just bad planning. It shouldn't be happening. But I'm here live right now on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and you can watch me in any of those places, but the best place to do so, I just gotta say it, is TikTok, because we got the best people coming in on that one, and that one has a lot of reoccurring viewers, and those people love to chit chat, and they're very supportive, and they have a lot of fun, and they'll even tell you I normally do take the time to answer questions, but this is a special holiday live stream with me, and I see we got people saying things on both TikTok and YouTube, and the chat on YouTube just fades away. It never really wants me to be able to read it. No, it does want me to, but it's not built the same way that the TikTok one is. These are fake boots on top of real boots. Honestly, it doesn't work that well, but it works well enough, right? I only have a couple more things to put on. If you're wondering what's in front of me right there, that's a Mushroom Village gingerbread house. And that was made yesterday in the live stream that was on TikTok and on YouTube. And you can rewatch that live stream from start to end, its entirety. The whole thing can be rewatched whenever you want, only on YouTube. So take the time to go over to YouTube and rewatch that live stream if that's something you really want to see and you don't really, you know, I don't really want to wear the wig. The wig is pretty dumb, because the wig then gets covered by the hat. So we're going to do no wig, but I got to put on the fake beard. Or at least at one point I'll put on the fake beard. We're not going to start with the fake beard though. We're basically already dressed up as Santa. I just need to get myself all fatted up. Which I could be a skinnier Santa today, maybe. Usually I just shove a jacket under here. Well, let's be a fat Santa, because that's just the way to do it, right? It's trash barrels. That's what you hear. I mean, why not have it be as festive as possible? And the skinny Santa always looks weird in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of fun. But it's only fun because it's temporary. Alright, so I've gotten that down. Got the Christmas bells for later. Where did the belt go? Here's my belt. The fake beard's right here. The car keys, unless, I don't know why I brought my keys out. I don't need those. No, this is my shed. I don't have to drive here. I don't have to drive after either. Just putting the belt on. The belt is the most important part, honestly. It really puts everything together. On any outfit. I can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm guessing. Oh, I can see it. Oh, fantastic, I did it. All right, so basically, I'm in costume right now. I'm here in my shed. You're here watching me as well. I'll come up and interact with the chat in just a second, but I'm Benjamin James Margarita, and I have fun in these live streams, and it is a live stream special event tonight. I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on TikTok, and we're in my workshop, and we're gonna run a poll in just a second to see which gingerbread house we'll make tonight. That's right, that's what's gonna go on in here. We're gonna be doing some gingerbread house making. I got 3 different gingerbread kits. We will decide which one is the one, but there will not be a picture. You're gonna just have to use your imagination, and you're gonna have to decide based on, I guess, how it sounds, the words together, whatever the option may be. Now, we also are going to have a tally. All right, that should fix it. That is a connection issue. I apologize. If you're watching on YouTube, it does say that there's a connection issue, and hopefully it's been resolved. I do apologize for that, but I'm live on Instagram and on TikTok, so you can go over there and watch as well if you're having a bad laggy connection. And the same applies for if you're watching on Instagram or on TikTok. If you're having any problems with the live stream, you could just switch over to one of the other devices. But before we actually do, I also do not want to get this outfit dirty. No, I don't want to get it dirty at all. Well, this is the one we did yesterday, which came out all right. But if you can really look at it, I don't think you could zoom in, but it got really droopy because I put way too much icing on it. And when you put too much icing on things, well, sorry, the hat just throws me off. When you put too much icing on a gingerbread kit, it just melts downward and it drooped. So if you can't really see that, I guess I'll bring it closer, but this one didn't come out the exact way that I really wanted it to, but it does look pretty good, right? I see people have joined in on YouTube and on TikTok, not so much on YouTube, actually, a lot on Instagram right here. It seems like I so rarely live stream on Instagram, I really don't know how to tell what's really going on there, but it's great to have you here on Instagram. Over here on TikTok, real familiar with what's happening. It looks like we got a bunch of people that have jumped in. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. Feel free to give me some likes and some shares. This is the gingerbread build we did yesterday, and we voted on it within the live stream, and we all came down to the conclusion that this was going to be the build that we did, and we have 3 things that we're going to be building tonight. Are 3 options for us to be able to build tonight, and we'll be doing that poll. The poll will last for 5 minutes. We'll be doing the poll in the next couple of minutes, so just get yourself ready. But I do want to set up one more thing before, where should I put this? Guess I'm putting it down over here. I just have to make some room and put these down right here. All right. I should probably bring it in the house. It's gingerbread, I could eat it. That's just how that works. If you don't think that's true, well, it says it's pre-baked. It's kind of implied that you can eat it. Maybe it just doesn't taste that good. Yeah, you could eat it. They wouldn't put nutrition facts on the side of the box if you couldn't eat the thing. So that's something I'll just bring in the house. Maybe I'll snack at that later on. But we've got some wrapping paper. Where is the wrapping paper? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of things hanging in here. Welcome to my shed. This is my workshop area. And we are going to put down some wrapping paper on the table so we don't make much of a mess. I mean, it's just the best way to keep things clean in the shed area. on the shed table, even though it is a work table. It is nice to keep it clean. I hope you're having yourself a good night and that you're enjoying this live stream. I'm here to basically entertain you right now and do an activity with you. If you know somebody who's just looking to hang out with someone who would find this interesting, feel free to share this live stream with them. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm here on TikTok. And if you really want to get the best experience out of this live stream, you'll actually switch on over to see what's going on TikTok. TikTok is where it's at when it comes to interacting with the live stream, because we got some great reoccurring live stream viewers in there, and those viewers show up pretty much on a regular basis, and they're real nice people over there. So if you do want to hang out with more people that are in the chat, that's the better place to go. That's the place to be at. It's great to have you here. Thanks for joining in. We got Chad here. We've got all sorts of people coming in and coming out. It's just how it works. But I appreciate all the likes and all the shares. We are still getting started. So, see, that's the thing about this. This one is very ripped up at the end. So I'm trying to fix it. But whenever I do, it tends to just go right back to being crap again. It's very difficult wrapping paper. I really actually don't know how to get it to match up. Oh, there it is. All right, I got this. I have to get it to line up again, or I can't actually get it to fit the table. Here it goes. Perfect. Well, look at that. I'm getting it. Oh, dang it. Okay. Now, whatever. We'll just do 2 pieces of paper. All right. And where are those scissors? I just feel like it was taking too much time. And now I'm trying to do it fast because I'm not here to wrap anything or wrap the table. I'm here to actually do the gingerbread houses. That's going to be what's fun. Oh, hold on. Let's just do this again. Oh, almost. The wrapping paper is not straight, I guess. Usually that works really well. So that wrapping paper is not going to be used. We've got some tape right here, and we're going to tape this down so we can have the work area be a nice, clean area. Yep. Just trying to keep things organized, keep things clean, and the wrapping paper is actually the best thing for me to use to, well, most people would say that, I should use a tablecloth. But that's not what we're doing in this live stream. We're not using a tablecloth. We're using some seasonal things. It's a very festive holiday episode right here. This is my holiday live stream. I'm Benjamin James Marguerite, and I'll be streaming live in the shed throughout the week. But tonight I'm actually live on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube all at the same time. So then you can enjoy this live stream with me in my shed, building a gingerbread house in the holiday spirit. So that's something that you can be able to do throughout the week, actually. I'll be hanging out in here quite a lot. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be live streaming on Instagram throughout the week, but it is Monday. And it does make sense to do it on the first night. And maybe the second night too. I'm not sure. Regardless, you got to tune in mainly on TikTok. That's really where it's at. Or on YouTube. YouTube's also where it's at as well. These live streams on Instagram are very different than the live streams on TikTok and on YouTube. And to be honest, it's not as much fun. But it's still nice to be here, and it's still nice to have you here. Thanks for watching on Instagram, and feel free to follow me in the other places. Feel free to be part of the community online. And I do have fun doing these live streams, but you can really watch them and enjoy them for what they really are on TikTok. TikTok's the best place. It's great to have you if you're watching on TikTok. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for being part of it. Our moderators are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Bobo Gizmo, and Javier, and they do a great job. And if you tell them they're doing a great job, then I'll appreciate you for appreciating them, because I really appreciate them a lot, and they do it out of their free time. They just like being here, and they're making it safe for you to be able to be here as well by moderating and taking care of them trolls and the things on the internet that are usually 8-year-olds. 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds. I know. You're like, yeah, there's some adults too. But a lot of them are actually 8 and 10-year-olds. I found that out over here on YouTube. Reading through a lot of the stuff that I have on YouTube, realizing that a lot of those people were not even that old. And that's the best part about making content on the internet and doing these live streams, is that I just get to interact with people all over the world right now at the same time. And a lot of times it ends up being people that are just, kind of trolling, but because they're trolling, I'm also interacting. It gives me more to do in my live stream. So just because they're trolling doesn't mean I'm not having a good time. It's fun for me to be here, and it's fun for me to have you here. So feel free to let me know you're here. Give me any feedback you got, either on Instagram, TikTok, or on YouTube. Whatever you want to let me know, you just let me know, and I'm going to try to improve this live stream more as I go along. This is a live stream event, and we are going to be doing the actual event in just a second. I'm going to write a poll up, and the poll will be on the TikTok stream only, apparently. I just don't think it's going to let me do it on YouTube. YouTube lets me do a poll as a post, but it doesn't let me do a poll within the stream. We're just putting a lot of extra tape on this thing. I don't even know if it lets me do that here on Instagram, but I'm not going to really look into how the Instagram one works. But it looks like a bunch of people have joined in, and we have a lot of people watching on both TikTok, YouTube, and on Instagram. From what I can see, I really can't see it. It doesn't really matter. I've got to do this now. Just trying to get my bearings together. We're going to start up with the poll in just a second. If you are just coming in, welcome to my live stream. I'm Benjamin James Mugardeachin. Feel free to give me a follow and check out my content here on Instagram, here on YouTube, and here on TikTok. I'm in all those places at the same time right now. I normally do not live stream in all three at the same time, but it's happening. Now we're going to actually run a poll. Let me just make sure. Oh, we also have a little bit of a craft we're doing. We might do this first. I have to make a mailbox. And I know you're thinking, why would I need to make a mailbox? Well, I'm Santa. This is my shed. There needs to be a mailbox in here so then people can mail letters. Or so I can receive letters from people that have mailed letters to Santa. And that's what the mailbox is going to be for. So we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a mailbox. This is a assembly mailbox, which I really don't know what that is, but we're going to find that out together. And it's something that has 11 pieces to it. I actually really don't know what this is going to look like or how this is going to turn out, but it does make sense to make a little bit of a mailbox for me to be able to receive letters in my shed where it says Santa's Workshop, where letters go all the time. That's just where these Santa's letters end up at this time of year, I guess. They make toys all year, but then you send the letters in December to tell them what you want. But shouldn't they have been working on it all year? I don't know. I used to think that when I was a kid. It made more sense to write them a letter in January, or to be a year behind. This what I want next Christmas. Well, no, that never worked. No. Oh, I had to move something. All right, so now we're going to be doing the poll. If you're just tuning in, welcome. My live stream's here on Instagram, here on YouTube, and here on TikTok. But only on TikTok do you get to actually vote for the things that are going on. Maria, one of the moderators, what was that? I cannot read. Who is Javier? Oh, Javier's a moderator. Thanks for the likes, Ashley. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for coming in on the live stream. It looks like people have found their way back over here. I don't know who this is, but it's great having you here. I know, right? You're watching me react to this live stream stuff in real time. I'm live streaming on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram here, and it is exciting, and it is interesting. Bobo Gizmo, see you came in and pushed like. The cupcakes came out really good. Maybe I'll eat another one while we're out here. Not that I've already eaten one right now. Well, I could catch up with the chat, but you know what? Let's actually just jump into doing a poll. So after I write and post the poll over here on TikTok, I will verbally tell you what the poll is here on Instagram and here on YouTube. Now, if you're confused and you're like, what are you looking at when you're talking to certain things and whatnot, and you're just tuning in, well, it's because, I'm live streaming in 3 different places, and I normally don't live stream in all of these 3 different places, but it is actually really fun to do so. I feel like I have to button this, right? That's part of the outfit. You button this part. Okay. I just don't feel like wearing the fake beard. But I basically have the outfit on. Basically. Almost. 100% of it. All right, so now I do. Where is the poll options? I'm still getting used to this live streaming stuff, but I feel like I'm getting it down. This is the first live stream planned event on TikTok. If you're watching on Instagram or on YouTube, that's kind of also what's so special about right now. It might be a Monday, and it might be in the workshop, days away from Christmas still, but it's still festive to me, and it's still a great experience. So let's do a custom poll. This one will last for 5 minutes, but we need to create said poll. Manage and create new poll, or no, we don't need to create a new one. We're good. We got this. All right. So the next, it's mid. All right. I got it. I'm almost done, and we'll be starting this poll in just a second. If you're watching, I appreciate any like and any share I get, but we'll be doing this poll in just a second. If you want to vote for it, you got to vote for it on TikTok. But then again, I'll just say what the options are. And if you really want to give in your thought of which one should be the one, then you can, autocorrect is like my enemy specifically on TikTok. I don't know if anyone experiences this, but autocorrect works very differently on TikTok, at least for me. I don't know if it does for you, but it like sabotages me. And it canceled me out of what I was doing because someone tried to battle me, which really sucks. Now I have to restart. Manage. It changed it. Okay, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. You think that they would like have a system for... It's also like, there's just some user interface stuff for TikTok that I feel like they're really not thinking about just users in general, and the fact that things just cancel when someone's requesting to battle you. It's happened to me before where I was doing some other things. It's like... it thinks that you want that more than whatever you're working on. I'm not sure. Regardless, you're watching a live stream of me. This is an unedited live stream. An actual live stream, I know, right? A live stream, not of an AI person. This is of a real person. I'm Benjamin James Morgadichin, and if you don't know me, well, you can have some fun getting to know me in these live streams, because I live stream on a regular basis now, not here on Instagram, but here on TikTok and here on YouTube. I'm here on a regular basis. Yeah, and then those of you that are like, well, why not on Instagram? Well, really, honestly, I just don't feel like that's what I want to do when I go on Instagram. So I make content for a platform that I don't like using it that way. I don't want to promote them to be able to continuously do more live streams. I like to watch and catch up with people and look at my friends on Instagram. But over here on TikTok, it's just me trying to entertain myself. And over here on YouTube, it's just me trying to entertain myself as well. So in a way, if you actually are following me on YouTube or on TikTok and you're trying to talk with me through messages, the best place to do that is Instagram. You should just follow me on Instagram and send me a message there, and I will more likely respond to you there than I will here on YouTube or on TikTok. It's just a fact. We're almost done writing this poll. I think I got it right. Okay, I think we're good. So I'm going to save this. It's taking a little while. All right. Now I do a 5-minute poll. I could do custom minutes, but 5 minutes is the longest it's going to let me do. And we're going to do a standard poll, so that means everyone can vote. I'll let you know what we're voting for in just a second. I am just putting the poll actually on TikTok, so if you do want to vote, once again, you got to go over to TikTok to actually vote in the poll. But you can mention in the chat what you'd like me to do, but I'm only going to list them once, so you're going to have to just figure it out. All right, so we're starting poll right now. There it goes. All right, we've got it. Yep, I know, right? A live stream with me. I'm having fun. You can be having fun too. Feel free to share this live stream with anybody that you know might want to also partake in a live stream with me in my workshop. Now, the poll is starting on TikTok. You got 5 minutes to vote for what gingerbread kit you'd like me to decorate. That's right. That's the activity tonight. We're going to be decorating a gingerbread kit. Now, after the decorating's over, The live stream ends on Instagram, but it continues on TikTok. The live stream ends over here on YouTube, but it continues on TikTok. But right now we got people voting on TikTok, and now I'll let you guys know what the options are tonight. Now, we've got mid-century modern, a movie theater, or a holiday German market. Those are the three options we have for the gingerbread kit that we can make together in this work shed right over here. We've got 5 minutes for that. We also have a mailbox that we'll be making because, well, I'm in my work shed. That's right. I'm Santa and I'm in my work shed, and Santa needs to have a mailbox in order to receive letters from them children. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's that white beard? I've decided to get rid of the white beard, and I've just dyed my hair, and that's just going to be the stream tonight. I do have a fake beard, but that's just not going to be what I'm going to wear, because fake beards are not fun to wear. And when you have a real beard, you might be able to relate that wearing a fake beard on top of a real beard is torture. If I was to be tortured, that is something that would definitely be on the list, that if they thought to do that, I would think that they were the cruelest person in the world. The cruelest person. People talk about their version of hell. My version of hell would probably be I get stuck with a wig on both my head and on my face, because I already grow a lot of hair and it can get really itchy. And if there's a wig on top of my beard, well, it actually can really frustrate me. So, like, it's just, doesn't feel right. I'm not complaining, but I am complaining at the same time because I'm not going to be wearing that fake beard. But I am still dressed as Santa, and I'm gonna have a great time in this live stream. Yep, it's fun for me to be here, and it's fun for me to have you here. It looks like people are voting, and we are moving along. We got 2 minutes left in the poll. There's a poll going on TikTok. We are going to decide whether we will be making a holiday German market, mid-century modern, or a movie theater gingerbread kit. Those are 3 different movie kits. You can let me know in the comments if you want to have a vote, or you can go over to TikTok over here. It's over there, and you could just vote in the poll. It's great to have you here. I see a bunch of people who've joined in and gone and left and came back, and it's nice to have you on the live stream here on Instagram, here on TikTok, and here on YouTube. I'm Benjamin James Marguerite, and having fun, trying to interact with the chat best I can, but I see I've missed 82 messages on I've not been paying attention on the TikTok chat. I apologize. I've lost track of 86 messages. Anyways, I appreciate everyone coming in, pushing the like, asking questions. Normally, I do actually take more time to answer questions and to chit chat with people, but I am doing a poll right now, and we are going to do the gingerbread building, and I will get around to reading questions, so just stay in the live stream, and we will go to the answering of the questions at a later time in this live stream. Right now, we're just in the middle of a poll. The poll is still going down. We got 1 minute and 32 seconds left until we decide what the actual activity here is going to be in my workshop. That's right. You're watching either on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok, and the live stream itself is going to be just a fun activity. The poll has 3 options. Those 3 options are holiday German market, the mid-century modern, and the movie theater. These are all gingerbread kits. They are in the poll, so give me a shout out. Let me know what you want me to make. If you are on the YouTube chat, I'll try to pay attention to what's going on there. Looking very Christmas, buddy. Thanks, Peter, for saying that. Peter from Australia is watching on YouTube. Let me know that I look very Christmas themey. We got Brandon over there, which is Bobo Gizmo. Bobo Gizmo, you're watching in 2 different places. YouTube is smooth. Yeah, you can't moderate anything from... I don't even know how to make you a moderator, Bobo Gizmo, on YouTube. I don't know how to do that, but I will. I can figure it out later. We got Cuban Fellow saying, what's up? Nice to have you here as well. And we've got Sharky saying hi as well. It's nice to have you in the YouTube stream. Thanks for being here. There's a bunch of people here on Instagram, but I'm going to actually pay attention to what's happening over here on TikTok because the poll's coming to an end. That's right. We've been running a poll. That poll has 15 seconds left, 14 seconds left, actually. That poll's going to decide what the activity here is going to be in the shed. Why do I keep slipping? I have some pretty great ground over here. Honestly, I built this shed, so I don't know why I'm slipping. But we now have the poll that is ended. I think it's ended. It feels like it did, right? All right, there we go. It popped up with all of the results. If you did have a chance to vote in the poll, that was over on YouTube right now, and that's just the reality. So I guess it is going to be like kind of confused. But let's see what's going on. So we've got Which gingerbread kit should I decorate? 2.86%. Movie theater, modern, which is going to be doing tonight. I hope everyone's happy with what we've decided to do. This has been voted for. We have voted to do this as the activity in the workshop. Now, I'm Benjamin James Mugertich, and you're watching my live stream, and this is fun for me to do, and we're going to be starting this up in just a minute, but I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to slow down just a little bit because I get really excited when I do these live streams. I have a lot of fun doing them. I hope you have a lot of fun watching them as well. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to follow. Feel free to be part of the community. It's great to have you here, and I enjoy doing these, and I do them on a regular basis, so you could watch me pretty much any day of the week at some point in time. Lately, it's been while I cook and eat, and that is fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you as well. So do feel free to share this live stream. And so I think a toy. A bookmark is a toy to a degree, and a mailbox so then I receive letters for toys. These might actually be another day. My workshop, and TikTok can be very stressful and very ridiculous, but if you're watching on Instagram, I have not done hosting on TikTok while live streaming on Instagram, but I've done a lot on YouTube, so thanks for the patience with everyone over on YouTube that's watched me do those co-hostings while also live streaming over here on YouTube. But then again, if you want battles and you're part of that over here on TikTok and you really like those, I'll do more of them. It's just, it keeps matching me with people that don't speak English. It's really awkward and confusing a lot of the time. And I don't really like it when it matches me with people that don't speak English, but I understand that it's a global app and that it gets global reach and that the battles aren't necessarily about communicating with each other. I don't really know, but I feel very typecasted over here on TikTok. Just saying. It's matching me with my ethnicity for the most part, ish, but they don't speak any English. I mean, domestically, I'm here in America, so I would think that it would try to match me up with Americans, but those are few and far between. So we are reading the instructions, and you are watching me live. This is unedited, live, me in my shed, holiday episode. Holiday live stream. Standing a piping bag in a tall glass. Oh yeah, I did that yesterday. That was easy. All right. A small mixing bowl, color powder. Right, so it's going to give me two colors. Well, good thing I brought my own colors too. Remove candies from pouch, place into bowls. Oh, this is like a real house. I don't know how I feel about that. Base clips fit easily into corners of structure. Oh, the only thing I put on is the roof. That is great. So I'm going to recommend this even without putting it on. The way that it assembles, everything's clips. And then the only thing you're putting on is the roof, which could be the hard part. I remember making gingerbread houses when I was a kid. And the hardest part was getting the roof to stay. I would watch Mrs. Knaus do it. And my good friend Kyle and I would just sit there and wait patiently, asking if we could use certain things while making fun of his other siblings. I know, right? If you're just tuning in, welcome. If you know who I'm talking about, then you know who I'm talking about. If you don't know who I'm talking about and you're just here for me building a gingerbread kit, well, that's going to happen soon. I'm just making sure I have everything and reading the instructions. It does have 7 steps to make it. It has 3 steps to prepare it and 4 steps to decorate. But 4 steps to decorate is debatable depending on what you want to do. But before you do anything, when it comes to doing the, kits, it's best you just read all the instructions first before you start doing anything, especially when you're live streaming yourself so you don't make a fool out of yourself. But I am here having some fun in my shed, and this is the modern century build. It's a house. We are almost done reading what's going on here. This is a great time for me to drink some water. If you're thirsty, you could drink water with me at the same time. You could be drinking water in our separate spaces right now. Isn't that the best part about being online? It says nothing about being mindful with the icing, which if you did witness what happened at the beginning of this live stream, I showed the last gingerbread kit I did, and I put way too much icing on it. I guess I just need to be mindful. All right, I think I'm good. Oh, wait. Add additionally, allow structure to dry for 30 minutes before carefully moving. So admire and enjoy. So however I set it up, I'm not going to be able to rotate it. So I'm going to try to set it up so it's looking towards you guys, which is going to probably be awkward to some extent. It's a little Santa. If you're just joining in and just coming into my live stream, I've decided I don't want to wear a fake beard, but I do have a beard. And that's what's important. And I'm dressed as Santa, but I'm not wearing the beard. It's itchy, and I just don't feel like it. If I trim, I'll trim, and it'll be easier. We're now going to be making this, and originally, I just realized what I really actually wanted to do was I wanted to film additional videos while also making this live stream. But since I'm live streaming here on Instagram, I'm not going to be able to use my other phone to film additional videos for me to be able to post videos later of me doing this build. So this is strictly just a live stream of me making this mid-century modern. Yep, mid-century modern gingerbread kit. Now it has also the list of all of the, you might want to see this too. It has a list of all of the things that I'll be using to make this thing. Now, you can go and buy those things if you really want to, or you can just buy this kit. This kit is sold at the World Market. They are not paying me to say that, and nor do they really deserve the advertising, because I'm not getting paid to do it, but I bought it and I paid for it. No discount for this guy, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. But at the same time, when you sponsor things, it just feels a little weird if you're not getting paid to do it, especially if you were educated in entertainment studies. And you know how things work. Regardless, we're here live streaming because things are changing a lot, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and hopefully you're having a lot of fun doing it, and I'm trying to see what else is going on with all of these different avenues of entertainment, and it seems like a lot of people actually like to watch live streams. It's great to form more of a community here on Instagram. Not a lot of people watch the live stream, I don't think, over here, but the place to go, the place to be, is over here on TikTok. That's right, the TikTok people. And sometimes YouTube. YouTube can get up pretty high, a couple thousand people every once in a while. And that's actually really nice and really weird, but it's very unpredictable. This is also a picture of what it could look like, but since I'm decorating it, I don't have to follow any instructions. I can do it exactly like that if I want to, or I can do it completely different. You see how they have a door over here on that side? Well, I can put the door on this side. You see, that's the best part about doing a gingerbread kit, is that a lot of it is up to you to decide. Now, I haven't been able to interact with the live stream chat so much because I put the cameras really far away from me so you could see a lot of the space that I'm in, and you can have a fun time watching me in my workshop. I got my stockings behind me, and the pieces I need to make this thing happen. And it looks like we actually... It's not as big as I thought it was going to be. But that always happens. So this is the gingerbread pieces, which are all in whole. And then I like this this kit because this kit has stands. So I'm not going to have to like really care about attaching the sides together. I just need to put the roof on it. And then it says that it needs at least 30 minutes to dry. So we're going to start actually just making sure that the icing's ready to go. We also have additional green icing and red icing as well. And those are going to be used. Oh, and they also gave me a pink one, a blue one. We'll open that bag in a second. I want to push this stuff over there. Give myself a little more room. This is my working area. I mean, it's a shed, right? It's a working shed. These are cups that we're going to use to pour the icing into. Don't worry, the icing will be in like a little bag. There's bags in here that we'll end up using. But I do have to keep doing this. This is the only thing it really said that you needed to do before starting, and that was do this for about a minute. So we are just getting the icing ready to be used. If you're watching me on Instagram or on YouTube or on TikTok, it's great to have you here. Thanks for being here. But if you're really watching on Instagram, Well, it's great to have you. I don't normally do this, but it is fun to be doing a live stream here. So feel free to let me know how you like it, and maybe I'll do more live streams over here on Instagram if people really want it. But that's not what I like to use Instagram for. But if that's what you like to use Instagram for, you should let me know. I don't know if people I follow actually, or people I follow, or people that follow me actually do watch live streams here. But it's more about the reels and the posts. Basically, I just use Instagram as AIM. If you grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a messaging app. Anyways, over here on TikTok, it's great to have you here, and you're always coming in and watching, so it's great to have you as a regular viewer. It is great to also have the subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. Feel free to subscribe to exclusive content if you do want to be a part of that. For a small fee, you could end up watching exclusive videos that I make here on TikTok that are about 10 minutes long that can only be seen on TikTok. And then if you're watching me over here on YouTube, well, YouTube, you have the most content of me. You have every single short I've ever made, and definitely more videos than any of the platforms that I'm streaming live on combined. Thousands of videos over here on YouTube. You can be entertained for hours. It's great to have you watching, and you can rewatch my live streams whenever you want if you subscribe and follow. I appreciate it. And you can also take the time to share them if you think that someone would find them funny, or if you think that there's something worth sharing. Don't share them if you're just sharing them because I'm telling you to. Share them with intention. It's great to be here on all these apps, and it's great to be doing this activity. I'm not interacting so much with the chat, but I really wish I was. It looks like a lot's happening over there, but we're about ready to actually start making the gingerbread kit. I have my spoons and stuff over here, but a special shout out needs to be made to the moderators over on TikTok. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for making this chat a safe place for people to talk to each other and talk to me. And thanks for defending me if there's any defense being done. But it's great to have you all as moderators. I know you guys do it for fun, and I appreciate that. So I appreciate when people in the chat take the time to thank the moderators. The moderators are Joe, Mikey Milwaukee, Javier, and Bobo Gizmo. Let them know they're doing a great job. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them. As I said, that is something that is fun for them to do for reasons I don't understand. They've asked to be moderators, and they are moderators. And if you really want to be a moderator, maybe I'll make you one. But the more moderators I get, the more names I'm going to have to memorize and list when I thank the moderators, because I actually think that they need to be acknowledged in full, because they really do contribute to the experience here on the live chat. And they make it a better experience for me, and they make it a better experience for you. We've got quite a bit of bowls. We do. But do we have enough bowls? I don't know. I need to get out the rest of the ingredients. We'll have the icing over here. You'll be able to see all the stuff I have and all the stuff I'm using. It's just a fun, festive episode of me in my workshop and me being Santa. If you want to show this to a kid or a relative of mine and you want to show them that I'm dressed up as Santa, well, I'm not wearing the fake beard, so I've kind of decided to ruin it. And you know what? Maybe I'll put it on in a little while, and I should do this whole thing with the fake beard on, but it is actually incredibly difficult. What is this? Is this just sugar? It is. All right. Okay. Well, let's actually double check that. What? It says sand sugar. This is sanding sugar. I didn't know that that was a thing. Well, you learn something new every day, and it's fun to learn something in a live stream where people can see that observation for the first time, firsthand. Yeah, I didn't know we made sugar that was called sand sugar. So this is sand sugar. It's sanding sugar. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, and then this is the color powder. So we're going to need to mix that in one of these small bowls. Gumdrops. Gumdrop buttons, maybe. Shrek reference. Anyways, what's we got? All right, so I'll mix those with these ones. And 4 candy canes. How precise. And then 2 more tubes of icing. There is brown icing that I have in the house, but I don't want to use it on this one. I had brown icing left over from the last build, which was the Mushroom Village build, which you could see it over there on all 3 cameras. I framed them so you could see stuff. You can see that it's over here. You can't see it super well. I don't know if you could zoom in. But the Mushroom Village gingerbread kit was made yesterday, and it came out pretty well. A squirrel and a porcupine live together in the Mushroom Village. That's just the cutouts they gave me. Or maybe they're just like the critters that hang out there, but they didn't give me any Christmas gnomes or anything. Or elves. Which is what I thought would be in there, but I guess not. It's fine. But this is gonna be a house for a gingerbread guy? I guess. I'm just looking at the picture again. And also making sure I got all the pieces. Oh, okay, good. Last thing. Just trying to get everything all ready. We're gonna have multiple pouches of icing, right? How much icing do I do? It said stand a piping bag. Nice. Yeah, easy. So we are actually only going to make one color. That's so much easier than yesterday. But still, you know, it'll be easy. Now we take these as well. These are the little stands that they gave me. I'm going to put that there. We'll cut this open. Oh, not enough. Come on, you can... There it is. Now we slide these in here. That's fun, right? And I don't know if I should open this bag. I feel like I'm just going to eat the sugar. If you know me really well, you know I just sometimes will eat sugar. I mean, you can judge me, but I'll judge you for not eating sugar too. So in a way, it reciprocates itself. Even if I'm in the wrong, I'm still judging you. And even if you think you're really right for telling me I shouldn't eat like a sugar cube or something, you might be right. But at the same time, I really want to actually use this. So if I open it, I just feel like I'll keep picking at it because I do like to eat sugar. It's just fun. It's just fun to eat sugar. I mean, to each their own, and it's fun to, you know, do that every once in a while. Now these are the cones that are going to be the piping for the dressing, or the icing. I just got to put them in here. We are still doing the prep to be able to build these gingerbread houses. So if you're just tuning in and you're just getting ready, you can maybe build a gingerbread house with me as well. If you just want to watch me dressed up as Santa doing the gingerbread build, well, that's a thing you can do. I know I'm not wearing the beard, and maybe I'll put it on in a little while. Maybe I will. But at the same time, when you grow an actual beard and you have a real beard and then you put a fake beard over the real beard, it does not feel right. Imagine being, you know, just like... Maybe that's not the best example. It's a good thing I thought before I spoke. I know, you're catching me in real time, and this is a live stream of me hanging out in my shed, and I have to catch myself every once in a while, because regardless, it's just me in real time, and this is not being edited. We are having some fun. I'm having some fun. This is a festive holiday episode, so feel free to share it. Feel free to push like. If you've commented and asked questions, I apologize. I haven't gotten up to read the comment section on either of the platforms that I'm on any of the platforms that I'm on. Because I'm here on YouTube, I'm here on Instagram, and I'm here on TikTok. And it's great to be here, it's great to have you here, and I should take the time to go up and read what's happening in the comments, and I will get over there in due time. In due time. But just not right now. No. Maybe later, though. I'm having a good time. If you're having a good time, let me know. I am trying to do these more often, so I do have fun doing these live streams. So any feedback you got for me, well, just shoot at me. And don't worry, I work within the entertainment industry, so if you got some harsh feedback, we'll just give the harsh feedback. It's not that bad. I can improve everything. I was trained how to do things in media production when I was in college, so... Although now that I'm acting more in front of the camera and I put myself more in front of the camera, I am doing a lot less with setting up the cameras in the way that I would normally do them. I'm doing things the easiest of ways to have fun while doing these live streams, because it's not just about me broadcasting myself, it's about me trying to find ways to have fun with social media, to rekindle that that excitement I used to get back when posting was so fresh and so much fun. But overall, it is important that not just me, but potentially everyone else starts to use social media just to be entertained once again, rather than constantly looking at bad news or sharing bad news, which I'm totally for us talking about things that are important topics. But I think every once in a while we forget that these platforms really started with us just messing around and no one wanted to talk about anything serious. So, because in the light of all of that was just said, I've decided to do these live streams more and have some fun in these live streams because it's about having fun on social media. And I'm having a good time. You can be having a good time too. If this isn't for you, that's okay. You don't need to verbalize that you don't like these. You just don't have to watch them. Now, also at the same time, if you're an old friend or maybe a new friend and you're asking me why I'm doing these things, well, why not? And now I'm asking you, why aren't you doing it too? You could be having some more fun on social media. If you're shy and you don't like being in front of the camera, well, I'm not. So that's why this is happening. So in that way, that kind of answers the question good enough, right? Now, I have had that question be asked quite a bit. Some people go, Ben, what kind of content is this? Ben, you're posting a lot. Well, really, to be honest, I'm just making positive, fun content for me. I'm enjoying it, and that means I'm actually liking some of the videos I'm making, which make me laugh every once in a while. I still can't believe it. If you go back 10 years, I would have been totally in disbelief that I'd be doing this. I would not have believed it for 1 second, because I started to dislike the live streaming and all of that stuff really early on. But now it's starting to come back. This is the dye that I'm going to have to use. It's colored powder. It's green. This one is just going to be poured on the bottom right here because I need to pour icing in here and then mix it. It'll be easier if I do it this way. You can critique me later. You build gingerbread houses the way you do and I'll do it the way I do. I need to stop putting trash over here on this table just so we are all on the same page. I really don't need to do that. There's a trash can to my left side. I was just doing that because I'm filming myself, and when I film myself, I do tend to act a little different, and I need to take the trash and actually put the trash in the trash can. Thanks for interacting in the chat, everybody, on YouTube, TikTok, and on Instagram. I see people are saying things in all of those places. I put the cameras pretty far away, and I wear glasses, and I'm wearing my glasses, and I can't read anything. And I'm live streaming in 3 different places using all my devices, so I can't check what people are saying on my phone. So this is just for you to be able to be entertained right now. If you really want me to interact, you just have to watch the whole live stream and wait for me to come up and start talking to the live chat again. Right now, I'm sitting pretty far away, and I'm having a good time. Oh, there was a hiccup and a burp at the same time, and it kind of hurt. Anyways, this is a live stream and it is completely unedited. I'm Benjamin James Muggerdichin here on Instagram, here on TikTok, here on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the shares. And it is a YouTube privilege to be able to rewatch these live streams whenever you want. So if you're watching on YouTube and you do want to just check out my account and maybe watch a different live stream that I have, you can actually watch something I filmed earlier tonight. That's right, Instagram. If you also want to watch me cook and eat tonight, I did that before this live stream that you're watching currently right now, and you can go onto YouTube and watch that live stream whenever you want. I think it should be done uploading by now, so you can watch me cook tonight and you can watch me eat. If that's something you want to do with me, you can cook and you can eat with me too in those pre-recorded on-demand clips over on YouTube. So it's great to have you here on YouTube. Just feel free to check out my account, follow and whatnot, and you can partake in more live streams in the future if you decide to. I'm here for you. I'm here to have fun with you if you want to have fun with me. That goes for all of you over there on TikTok and Instagram as well. I was basically just talking to YouTube right there. It's fun having 3 different angles of myself. I can still see me. I just can't read anything people are saying. So when I'm looking at myself, I'm playing off of my own energy, and that's why I do need to put myself into check every once in a while, because I am definitely staring at myself, and when I supply a lot of energy, it reciprocates back to me. And it's very strange. I used to live stream and I used to be in front of the camera quite a lot, but I normally do not film myself with this front-facing camera, and it's a trip being able to film yourself like this. I can't believe that a lot of people do this and that this is just the norm. See, that's also why I like doing these live streams. It's me tuning into what other people are doing to create entertainment that honestly gets a lot of eyeballs, and that's where all of the attention's going these days. Now, I know that I got the icing good. The icing's warm here, warm here, warm and ready here. We're good to go. We're good to go. I guess we're not using this bowl anymore because I'm going to do that bowl. I don't need to pour this into a bowl. I need to pour this into a cup because this is the piping. Icing piping is what they call it, I think. I'm not a baker, nor do I know if that's true or not, but I am saying it. It's great having you here on Instagram, TikTok, and on YouTube. I see that the chat does have things in it. I will answer questions and try to talk to the chat later on. But right now, we're just staying focused on what we're doing. I am now cutting open said package. Now it says to pour a majority of this, 2/3 of it need to go into this cup. And then 1/3 of it needs to go into this cup. So we've got this bag right here. And I feel like that's a third, that's a third. Yep, all right, yep, I got it. Okay, so we're going to just give a little bit more because I want more of that. Well, I already have green. All right, so let's just do what the instructions advise. So now I'm just going to push that into there. And this is where it was. Now I just start pushing it out. This is the icing that we're pushing into this cup right now. Normally I'd film like an additional video at the same time as doing this, but I'm using all my cameras to broadcast myself live on 3 different devices. It is a little confusing. It's a lot of my attention going all over the place, but at the same time, look, I'm doing it. I'm pushing the icing into the cone, or the piping, whatever it's called. Once again, I don't have baking experience and I don't know what the ins and the outs of the baking world, so I don't really have hardcore tips, anything like that to give you. Nor do I know the terminology that I should be using, but I do have relatives that do, and they could be watching and they could let me know. But I'm not reading the chat right now, so I guess I just put your hopes up right there. There's about, now I just do, yeah, that feels like there's 1/3 left. Now I just start pushing that icing up. We're just going to go back and forth and back and forth. You know, I don't really feel like going back and forth and back and forth. So I'm going to cheat it. I'm going to cut down here on the bottom. Why go all the way back up, right? There's no reason for me to push it all the way back up when it's all down here on the bottom anyways. So I just push it out of this area, and I guess I just had to justify why I was doing that. Not that I really need to justify any of my actions. You're watching my live stream, and this is how I do things in real time and how I'm doing things in real life. That's right. No edit here and no AI. I'm not an AI. I'm just a person. Just a person trying to survive in a world that AI is trying to reminisce in. And I have friends that are experimenting with the AI, creating some AI content, some friends here and there. But for the most part, most of the artists I know are using it to enhance their art, and they aren't just making art telling it to be prompted by the AI. But then again, you know, I don't know what everyone's really doing at the end of the day. I'm putting the icing now down, down, down. As in pushing it down, down, down. From the bag to the bowl. That's what we're doing here. If you're watching and you're just tuning in, welcome to my workshop. I'm Santa. I don't have my beard on because I shaved and I dyed my hair black. And that's just going to be what's going on right here. And it's me in my workshop making a gingerbread house. The gingerbread kit is called the Mid-Century House Gingerbread Kit. I know, right? Pretty cool stuff. And we are just putting the icing that needs to go into this small mixing bowl and finishing up the prep. This is the second to last thing before we are done prepping to build the mid-century house. So you are just tuning in at the right time, and you'll be able to watch all of the festive fun that's happening here in my workshop. All of the festive fun indeed. Welcome, and let's have some fun. Feel free to chat in the chat. Be nice to each other. There's no moderator on Instagram. There's no moderator on YouTube, but there are moderators on TikTok. Those moderators are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Javier, and Bobo Gizmo. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing the mod stuff, and also give them a shout out if you can. I appreciate them, and I appreciate you for appreciating them, because they keep the chat safe and they do it for fun. Just let them know that they're appreciated if you can and if you feel it. I'm not forcing you to do anything. If you don't want to tell them, then you don't tell them. But if you want to tell them, then you go ahead and you tell them. I'm having some fun doing these live streams, and you could be having more fun doing these live streams with me in the future too, if you decide to be a follower and you decide to be part of these online dreaming things that are going on, right? They're all over the place. There's lots of content on the internet. And this is something I'm doing for fun with you, and you could be doing it with me too. I do appreciate the shares. I do appreciate the likes. Thanks for being here. We are now mixing up the dye with the icing. This is a green icing mix. Oh, okay. It smells good, but I don't understand. What is it that I smell? It just smells like baking stuff. Huh. Well, this is a green. We also have a green icing over here, which will be helpful too. They gave me a baby blue and a pink one as well. I already showed the picture of the box, but I don't want to show the picture of the box again, because I don't want people to think that I'm actually going to be doing what the box is telling me to do. It's a guideline. After I build the gingerbread house, which I will follow that with the instructions, but when it comes to decorating it, I don't want you to look at the picture and then be like, I put the door in the wrong place, I put the window in the wrong place, because, you know, honestly, I'm going to put them in different places than where they were told to go, because it's me decorating it, and I can do whatever I want that I think looks good. Oh, now that is done. All right, so now I scoop out that stuff. Well, first, I think you're supposed to twist it. I don't know. I'm not a baker. But it does make sense that it's twisted. I don't know how to get it to stay twisted. Oh, I have tape. Yeah, look at that. Presentation. Presentation. Uh-huh. Yep. And we're still doing it over here. It's a festive holiday episode here in my shed. I'm Benjamin Mogradichin, dressed up as Santa, but without the beard, because Santa decided he didn't want to wear a beard tonight. That's just the reality of the situation. But you're watching my live stream here on Instagram, here on YouTube, or here on TikTok. It's great to have you here. We are about to start building this gingerbread house. We voted for the activity tonight, and this is something you could do throughout the whole week. If you want to tune in, you can be part of the live stream. The live stream is me in my shed, hanging out, dressing up as different things throughout the week. We're going to have some fun making other things, and there'll always be a poll every night for us to decide what the activity is. So it's going to be an interactive week of me live streaming myself here on platforms. I don't know if I'll be here every night on Instagram, but I know I'll be here every night on TikTok and on YouTube. So that's something that you can definitely be ready to tune into if you want to be part of it. We're going to put this bowl over here. It's completely out of the way. But we're also going to take one of the other spoons and push off the icing. Yeah, this is the best way to do it, so I make sure to use all of it. And after last night's thing, I do know that I can't be putting a whole bunch of icing everywhere. I need to remember that the icing actually does not just stay in place if I put too much of it concentrated in one area. I know, right? We learn things, and then we maybe learn them again in a different way. Sometimes we learn them one time. We're going to find out together if I learned my lesson last night, and if it happens again tonight, well, the learning process is just a curve. And now we do the same thing over here, but let's push this down more. I actually just don't like where this is at. Let's just go. I just want this to be further down. There it is. Okay, and then let's tie it up. I'm using that tape again. we are pretty much done prepping for this gingerbread house build. So if you're ready to do a gingerbread house build with me too, and you got all your stuff ready, we're going to be doing it together. If you just want to watch me do it, that's okay too. But if you want to be a part of the action and you really want to be doing the gingerbread making while I'm also doing the gingerbread making, and maybe you bought the same kit, maybe you have a different kit altogether, well, I hope you're ready to start because I'm ready to start. And, honestly, you can catch up. So let's just try to make this happen. It's great to have you here on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I see people have interacted in the chat on all places, and I have not really been able to go over there, but I appreciate all the likes, any gifts I've been sent, any new subscribers, anything that's been going on. I appreciate you guys coming in and being part of the live stream, but this live stream has a couple of different steps, and later on I will interact more with the chat. So if you've been waiting for me to answer a question or for me to address that you're here, just be really patient and I'll get around to it, but this isn't necessarily about you right now. Right now, it's about us having fun, making some Christmas cheer. And staying hydrated. That's right. You should stay hydrated. I know I'm trying to be. Now, these are the little stands they gave me. This one's really cool. I already read the instructions on what I'm supposed to do in order to build it. And let me say, out of all of the gingerbread kits I've ever made my whole life, this one seems like it's actually the easiest one ever. Because of what it said, and if, it might be really hard, or it might be the easiest one ever. Because all you have to do is put the roof on it. But the roof can be the hardest part, which is something I did talk about earlier. And, that is a very true statement. Now, a lot of people only make the standard gingerbread houses. This one's not a standard gingerbread house. This is modern city. Mid-century modern. That's the design of it. These are the sides of the houses. Oh wow, this house is much smaller than I thought it was going to be. It's okay, we'll have a back side, we'll have a front side. Maybe we'll give them a back door, maybe we won't give them a back door. Maybe a side door? I'm not sure. I'm going to have some fun making this house, and you could be having a lot of fun watching me do it, or you could just make the house too. That's right, you can go get yourself this. I did say where I bought it from, but they're not paying me to say anything, so I don't really feel like I need to. But we're getting requests again to be doing more of the co-hosting with accounts that have foreign language in them. So I already know I don't want to push anything on those ones. But but TikTok, if you can hear me, I really don't want to be partnered up with people that aren't in the States anymore. It's hard for me to communicate with people that don't speak English. I don't understand why you keep doing it to me. I know the battles are its own thing, and sometimes people don't interact in the same way, as in they converse. They sometimes just have their followers battle it out. But I actually like to talk to people. Even though I talk a lot, I'd rather talk to somebody than be stuck in a room with someone who doesn't speak English very well or at all. So that's a message just to you, TikTok. So I get it. You want me to do those co-hosting things, but you got to stop putting me with people that don't speak English. You got to. I could really appreciate it. These are the sides. These are the roof pieces. These are the other sides of the house. We could build it on this thing again. I actually kind of like doing that. It's fun. It's a lot more fun. Plus, I'll be able to move it more. All right, so these are the little sides that we're going to use. Huh. Well, is that right? Yeah. So far, we're actually making some really good progress. It's great to have you here if you're tuning in on YouTube, TikTok, or on Instagram. I appreciate you being here, and we are going to be having some more fun with building things throughout the week. So if you're busy now and you just want to stay and watch, but you should be going to bed or something, you could just tune in another night and we can hang out and do some more gingerbread building and Christmas activities here in my shed. So just give me a follow and tune in later on this week, because this is going to be happening throughout the week. Now, if you're watching on Instagram, I don't know if I'll be live streaming again here on Instagram this week, but maybe if people ask me to, I'll make sure to try to do it. But it is harder for me to live stream myself on 3 different cameras, because I have to pay attention to all 3 of them. And when I have all 3 of them, I tend to have to put them even further back, and right now they are really far away from me and I cannot read anything people are saying, and that kind of takes away from the experience a little bit. But then again, this should just be about the activity I'm doing while dressed up in my shed, and that is actually a fact. It is about me having some fun right now, and about you having fun watching me. If you're not having fun watching me, then this isn't the live stream for you. If you are having fun watching me, well, congratulations, you found me. And the algorithm probably brought you to me. So if the algorithm brought you to me, I don't think the algorithm's wrong. It knows that I can entertain you. The algorithm actually knows how to feed you entertainment really well. So you should just trust it. Stay here and follow and be part of my community, because the algorithm's already told you that you'd like watching me. And it's most likely thrown some of my videos in your face already, because I make videos on a regular basis daily. And those are fun videos for me to make. And they're fun videos for me to also ask you to make a similar video of you doing those same things. I like to make videos of how I do things, and then I ask you to do those same things, and would love to see what it looks like when you do those things. And not a lot of people show me what it looks like when they do those things, but the people that do, I do appreciate it, and I always like seeing how it looks when someone else does the thing that I did, especially if I did it a lot better. But it's great to have you here. Thanks for the likes here on Instagram, here on TikTok, and here on YouTube. I appreciate everyone coming in and being part of the live stream. If the live streams are pop in place right now, well, I'm sorry I'm not jumping into those chats, but I will later. I'm just actually trying to take inventory of the fact that I'm actually building something. All right. A mid-century modern gingerbread house. Now we're going to just do these sides and get the roofs on. As you can see, I already figured out how to get it right. This is where it's going to need to be, but it's going to have a lot of time to dry. I'll decorate sides and we'll just rotate it, because I put it on this thing right here. And we are getting ready still with these last things. Everything else is already all ready to go. All the stuff I'm going to use to decorate, it's all right here in front of me. So we are basically good for go. We're going to do a small... Oh, okay. All right, I'm ready. So let's do some here. Oh, I need more than that. Putting icing on the house. This is just so the roof stays in place. I definitely feel like I need more than that, though. But I should do like an outline. A thin outline. The instructions said to actually do it on the roof pieces. And then take those roof pieces. And take the roof pieces and then put them on. But I decided to do it this way, because this way it's going to make it so that I can also do it again right here. So I'm going to do another layer. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We're making a gingerbread house. Feel free to like and share this live stream if you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, or on Instagram. I appreciate any share I get, and I appreciate it when you tap that screen on TikTok and share the live stream as well. I might do some co-hosting battles later. That'll be only on TikTok. But it's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of the live stream. And I think I went actually too far over. I did. That's actually going to look good. I kind of like the idea of having an under... It's icicles. Yeah, let's actually make some icicles. Wait, how would I do this? I think I have to go like this. No. All right, that's not working. It's icing, so it would make sense for the icing to kind of look icicle-y. Kind of like that. This wasn't in the picture. But like I said, it's decorating. And actually, it's a good thing I'm doing it now, because I'll never do that later. So that puts the gingerbread house... Oh, wow. Okay. Right. I don't need to do it that way. As in the way that it works with this cone. I've pushed on the center. That's just not how you do it. Nope. Okay, reinforcing the icing on that side. I actually have to rotate it. You see how it has kind of icicles on the tip of it? Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of felt like doing it. It's about having fun when you do these gingerbread houses, anyways. It's not necessarily about following the instructions. It's about knowing when to follow the instructions and when to have fun decorating it. A tip from me to you. Once again, I'm not a baker, so I don't know terminologies, but at the same time, it's pretty straightforward to make a gingerbread house when you're given all the utensils and the necessities to be able to do so. Everything's been baked for me. Perfect. All right. It says it needs like 30 minutes for this icing to really dry. So that means I also have 30 minutes. Well, so that means I'm going to do that thing again where I do the outline. And how did I get the right like that? Okay, so we'll do icicles as well. Oh, no. No, I got some on myself. That's too bad. All right, that's good enough. I don't really want to do any more icicles. No, I don't want to get any icing on myself. I'd have to get this thing dry cleaned whenever it gets like weird. And by this thing, I mean the Santa outfit. It's just kind of how it works. You're not supposed to wash it. Oh, right, it overlaps. Or does it? It does overlap. So let's push it down nice and gently, not too hard. I remember when I was a kid though, and we used to do gingerbread houses at my next door neighbor's house, and just watching my friend's mom just struggle with getting the roof to stay in place, and she would hold it until it dried. And then she let go and it looked like it stayed. And then she walked away and then it fell. And I remember this one Christmas the most because she used hot glue. She used a glue gun because she got frustrated. So she just used a glue gun. And we just knew we couldn't eat the roof. We could do everything else, but we could not eat the roof. That's what we were told. And most of the time she figured she got it to work. There's just one time that she didn't get it to work, and that she used glue. And I think it was because she was starting to get really frustrated, and it was getting late in the day. And that was back when we had like intense schedules, because everyone had sports and crap in school, and it was the 90s, and not everyone had a cell phone. Oh, the 90s. Regardless, if you're just joining in, welcome to my live stream. I'm Benjamin James Murgadich, and I'm dressed up as Santa in my workshop. That's right, this is my workshop, and I'm having a good time, and you could be having a good time too if you decide to stick in on this live stream. You can also share this live stream with anybody that you think might also want to watch me in my shed do a gingerbread kit. This gingerbread kit is called the Mid-Century Modern Gingerbread Kit. It is from the World Market. They aren't paying me to advertise them, so I'm only mentioning it every once in a while, but it is a great gingerbread kit, and it was so far the easiest one to put together. And now I'm just actually going to give it a second where I've put reinforcing icing on all of the sides, where I've made this thing connected with its roof at least, and that's the only part that really needs to dry. It says it needs 30 minutes to dry before it's really picked up and moved, but I put it on this piece of cardboard, so I'm going to be rotating it, and now I'm going to be decorating it. You could be decorating a gingerbread house with me as well, if that's something you want to do, or you could just watch me doing it, because this is the internet. This is a place for you to be entertained, and hopefully I'm entertaining you. And if you do want to, you can go ahead and follow me here on these platforms as an Instagram, YouTube, and on TikTok. You can also subscribe on TikTok if you want to watch exclusive videos. And you can just follow and subscribe on YouTube if you want to watch the live streams over and over again as many times as you want, as many times as your heart desires, because that is content for you. I upload at least 3 hours of content a day, it looks like, and that's something that I'm doing on a regular basis, and didn't really realize it until a couple of hours ago that I started to realize that I've been live streaming every day, and about 3 hours of content's been uploaded onto YouTube pretty much every day for the past 2.5 months. So if you really want to watch me for countless hours, it's a feasible thing for you to be able to do now. Why? I'm not sure why you'd want to do it. But if you do find me entertaining and you just want my positive energy, well, that's a place that you could catch it. Just by going on over to my YouTube channel and watching 3 hours of content of me pretty much every day. Now, if you want to be more involved with my content and you want to interact with me more, the best place to actually do that is on TikTok. And TikTok, I'm normally up there interacting with the chat as much as I can, but I put the phone way too far away from me and I can't interact, but you know I like to, and you know I try to, and I have the best moderators and a lot of the best followers that are reoccurring viewers, and I do appreciate every single one of you, and I will get over there eventually and chit chat with you guys in the stream. We are going to start decorating this right now. And then the live stream actually ends on Instagram when we're done decorating this mid-century modern gingerbread house. And it also ends over here on YouTube. But it will continue on TikTok. So if you do want to watch this entire live stream tonight, it won't be rewatchable. These parts that are going to happen on TikTok will only be watchable on TikTok while it's live. And I just had to say that. I'm also taking this moment just to catch my breath. I've made some great progress so far. The roof is on. We are on to just decorating now. It's just the fun parts. So, this could be an hour. This could be 20 minutes. Really, honestly, I thought that this build would be a little more difficult, but I'm happy with where we're at. It does also look like it wants me to use the candy canes as supports for the edges of these roofs. But you know what? Oh no, we're gonna run out of water. I was hoping not to have to leave the camera at all. Yeah, we're just not gonna drink any more water. All right, let's just do that. Let's see. So I think, how do I want to use the candy canes? Or I could just eat the candy canes and not use them. You don't have to use everything they give you. It's important to use the icing. The icing's the best part. But this sand... Oh, something fell. I see what it is. It's the candy cane. The candy cane fell. This is something I learned tonight, too, which we're going to bring more attention to. And that is sanding sugar. As in, it's sandy-looking sugar. And it's bigger pieces of sugar. It's basically the sugar that you'd use if you were putting sugar into coffee, I feel like. But it's beautiful. This would be great to use on the roof. So I'm going to use that on the roof. We'll end up putting the white icing on the roof now, actually. Because, it's a Christmas house. So it only makes sense that I use the rest of the icing to put it on the roof to indicate that there's snow on the roof. There's some logic to this. If you're just joining in on any of the platforms, well, welcome. And this is called a mid-century modern gingerbread house. I know, right? So let's do some white here. Just like that. I guess we're just doing an outline. I kind of feel like I should just do this instead. Why not? Well, one side's different than the other. It's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is my gingerbread house, and this is what I've decided to do. I can mimic this on both sides. Look at that. I don't know. Which side do I like better? It's nice to have different sides and different options. This one kind of feels like a Pop-Tart. Yeah, this one feels like a Pop-Tart. this one feels different too. But different how? Well, that's not important. What's important right now is I'm having a good time, and maybe you're having a good time too. I'll only know if you're having a good time if you tell me. So give me a like, give me a message, let me know what I'm doing is good and fun for you. And also feel free to interact with the other people that are in the chat, because I can't really get over there and read the chat, but I do hope that people are being nice to each other. And maybe people are having side conversations. You really should be. I honestly am encouraging the crosstalk. If you want to talk to each other, feel free to talk to each other. A lot of people know me pretty well that are in these chats, so they can answer questions for people that are asking questions. If people are asking what my ethnicity is, which happens a lot here on TikTok, maybe somebody else will give them the answer. I am Armenian, and just to brush that up. And if the question has been asked, if I'm single, yes, I am single. Pretty much every single live stream someone asks me if I'm single. I haven't gotten over there to read the chat. I'm just making some guesses, and they're educated guesses. And yes, I am single, and here is a great place to talk to me. Here is a great place to interact with me in general. I'm here to be here with you because the dating world kind of sucks. So I'm bringing the date to you instead of you having to go out to the date. And that's just a lot easier for me in general. That's not the whole purpose why I do these live streams, but it is something I just said because it actually just makes sense to me. And I have a lot of fun doing these live streams. I like to talk a lot, and I was just saying things. And honestly, now that does kind of make sense. I do like that I said that. So I will be saying that more for future reference. But then again, I don't want to lead people on. I'm here to hang out more than be on a date. But then again, you can get to know me this way, and then it's actually not a fair exchange of information. You can get to know me really well without me getting to know you now, which I'll have to look into that more. Regardless, I'm here to have fun, and I'm here to interact with you. If you're lonely tonight and you're not having a good night and you just want to watch someone having some fun with some Christmas activities, well, God sent you me. I'm here to hang out with you, and the algorithm knows that you're being entertained. So if the algorithm just brought you on to my page right here, my live stream, well, I mean, they know that you'll like it. So you should just trust the algorithm and just stay here. Just have some fun with me. It's great to have you here. I'm having a great time putting white snow on top of this roof right here. And we're just trying to get more on here. This is a really big lump of snow. Do I have like a chimney thing? I feel like I should put a chimney on here. I do have gumdrops. Nah. We also have candy from the last build, which we'll use that. They're leaves. Yep. I said it. They're leaves. Well, I mean, I feel like I gotta put more of this white stuff on here. I don't know. I don't feel like there'll be a lot of white used on the other parts of the house. I feel like I'll use a bunch of the other stuff, but I should probably stop doing this just in case I change my mind. And yet I'm still doing it. I don't know. Guess it can't be controlled, right? Anyways, I'm having a good time. If you're having a good time, well, welcome. I hope you do stay. And if you want, you can just subscribe and follow and come back another day, because I live stream on a regular basis. And this week, it's going to be a lot of live streaming here in the shed. The shed where I've decorated it to be Santa's workshop, and we have activities throughout the week that you'll be able to vote on. And that's right, we voted on doing this activity tonight. There'll be other activities as well, besides making gingerbread kits. But if you decide to tune in throughout the week, it'll be holiday themed every day of the week, and we'll be having some fun dressed up as different characters in general. We will do some Santa days, and maybe I'll wear the beard on other days, but I should shave this off or get it really thin, because it's like impossible to wear. It's not impossible to wear. It just makes me real moody if I wear the fake beard, and then it's hard for me to be really positive. And in these live streams, it's about having fun and enjoying social media. And if I feel like it's at all just like not fun, it's going to be seen. You're going to be able to visually see that. It's me in real time. So I'm not doing this with a lot of things planned out per se, but I am hanging out with you if you want to hang out with me in these live streams. And that's basically the whole premise in general. So it's great to have you here, and I appreciate you coming in and being nice in the chat and hanging out with other people that are also taking the time to be here. It is fun to do this. It's fun to have you here. I got to get the candy that fell on the ground. All right. I think that we'll do the back. We'll do this side first. So you'll be able to see what I'm doing kind of I mean, you're just gonna have to wait. It gives you a reason to stick around and be part of the live stream and watch what I'm doing. I should go up there and interact with the chat a little bit, see what people are saying. You know, I feel bad because I do like to interact with the chat, and some people are like, "Oh, you never interact with the chat," and you know, I feel like they're being dramatic, but a lot of the times people just tell me those are trolls. And I do try to interact with the chat. If you're a regular viewer of these live streams, then I've tried time and time again to try to keep up to date with it. But I know I was 83 messages behind before I even sat down, so I don't know where I'm at now, but I'm assuming I'm somewhere in the longer form of things. We have blue icing, we have pink icing, we've got green icing, we've got white icing left. Let's do a side real quick. Let's see. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, we also have another thing of red icing and another thing of the blue icing. That's not blue, that's green. Well, let's finish the roof. I feel like I can finish the roof off. So I'm going to just open up this bag of sugar, straight sugar. Who would I be to not taste the sugar? Yeah, that's sugar. Some delicious sugar right there. And we're just going to pour a little bit of this sanding sugar, as is what they call it. Okay, that doesn't work because it slides down. So I got to do maybe There we go. You know, what I want to do actually is I want to just kind of push into it and just go back and forth and see what I can do with moving the... No, that kind of ruined it. Or did it? I feel like it's making it better. Okay, let's just pour some more sugar on there. The sugar's giving it that nice look right there. Look at that sugar, right? It looks snowy on this thing. Let's do the same thing over here. Yeah, it looks like snow's on it, right? That looks good. We've got this down. We're going to put this down over here. We'll use some of that elsewhere. It's dangerous for me to have a bag of open sugar in my presence. And that's just because I tend to just eat sugar. You can judge me if you want. It doesn't really matter. I'll judge you too. It's all cool. Everyone really just judges each other all the time. It's just a never-ending cycle. So it's about not taking things personally. Yeah. Am I right? Am I right? Now, I got these candy canes. Maybe we should do like a candy cane chimney. I kind of like that. Let's do that, actually. That's a really good idea. We're going to use one of these candy canes as a chimney pipe. Maybe we should also put some leaves on the roof. And I know what you're thinking, leaves? Where would I get leaves? Well, I got leaves from the mushroom build. The ones over there. Plenty of leaves. Now we're just gonna do... Wow, this really doesn't want to open? Lucky me to have scissors. So the reason why you want scissors when you're doing these things. It's one of the most important things to have with you when you're doing one of them kits. Gingerbread making kits. You know, just to have yourself a pair of scissors. We're gonna put the chimney right here. It's a pretty tall chimney, but it does get the job done. I'm sure that there is a gumdrop fireplace in there. And that's standard issue for all mid-century modern gingerbread houses. To have a gingerbread, to have a gumdrop fireplace. Because, I mean, gingerbread men need to also stay warm too. And they burn ginger gumdrops. I shouldn't eat one, but I really want to. But let's do the leaves now. Yeah, I have leaves and acorns. Tons of leaves and acorns from yesterday's build. And we're just going to throw on leaves. It's going to give it more color. It'll look a little more vibrant. It'll also make my build different than all the other builds. Oh, I can see there is a problem and I need to bring attention to this, which makes no sense to me. Why I wouldn't have plugged it in to begin with. Oh, I see Mary came in and asked where my workshop is. Mary, it's nice to have you here. You asked that on Instagram. I'm at my house. This is the workshop in my shed. Kingdom Builder, where are the elves? Johnny does not want to do this now, apparently, but he's been invited. Thanks for joining in, guys. Thanks for being here. It doesn't tell me exactly who's here or how many people are here on Instagram. I'm not super familiar with live streaming on Instagram, but thanks for watching me here on Instagram. It is a special live stream from inside my Santa's workshop, which is in my shed at my house. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm normally here, and I just actually read the chat in Instagram and didn't read the chat on TikTok, but normally I'm more on top of it. But if I looked at that chat, I would have been standing up there for a lot longer, and you know it, especially if you're one of the moderators, which are Mikey Milwaukee, Joe, Bobo, Gizmo, and Javier. You guys are great moderators. Interact with the people that are here. Let them know that I do try to get around to answering questions, and I do like to interact more and more, but I can't be doing it right now. That's also why I did not look at the chat, because as soon as I see that chat, there's a whole bunch of people that are just reoccurring viewers that I love acknowledging and love saying hey to, and I like to answer their questions. And right now I want to stay over here and try to finish this, because the live stream on Instagram isn't going to actually last that long, but the live stream on TikTok is going to last a lot longer. So if you do decide to just stick around and be part of it, you're going to be able to hang out with me one-on-one on TikTok, because I'll end up ending the live streams on YouTube. That's right, over there on YouTube. That's right, YouTube. And I'll be ending the live stream on Instagram earlier than I do on TikTok. So you'll get some alone time with me on TikTok. That's a gift from me to you, but it's great to have you here on Instagram, YouTube, or on TikTok. Wherever you are, I'm here to hang out with you. If you want to hang out with me, feel free to share the live stream. We're putting leaves, just leaves. If you do want a better look at this, well, it's pretty wide, but these are pretty small. This is a leaf. It is just a tiny leaf. There'll be posts of this build later on this holiday season. So if you do want to give me a follow and you want to look more intensively at this build, that's something you'll be able to do at a later date. Not right now, of course, but probably later on tonight or maybe tomorrow. I did not post the photo of the mushroom build, but that one will be posted soon, and also the one pertaining this build will also be posted shortly after that. So I'm guessing I'll just do it tonight. So if you just want to see what it looks like and you're getting tired and you got to go to sleep, or I'm talking too fast for you, well, maybe, you should just take a break, get yourself some rest. But if you're being entertained and you're having fun, just keep watching. We'll get around to the unveiling of it. It's going to be like at least 30 minutes, because I'm waiting for at least some of it to dry on the roof, so then I can move it. Because if I could pick it up and bring it closer to the camera when we're done with this build, that would be the most ideal situation, so then everyone could really see what's going on. Should we put acorns on the roof? I'm feeling some acorns. Although, why would there be acorns on top of a gingerbread house roof? I don't really know, but then again, I don't know who would know. Who would know the right answer to that? Are there acorns on people's roofs? The answer is probably yes. But then again, I don't know which profession to call on to be able to get an educated answer on that one. Maybe gardeners? Landscapers? Not builders. Or maybe builders. I'm actually having a lot of fun putting leaves and acorns on the roof. Now, it's a lot of color being thrown onto the roof, and we do want to show that there's a lot of snow, but sometimes it's just about having fun when it comes to making the gingerbread house, and the logic isn't as important as the fun is. No, this one could be really colorful, though. Oh. Yeah, it happened. It's okay. Well, I need a little more icing here. I pushed against it too hard. These things happen, especially since I'm paying attention to myself in 3 different places. That's right. I referred to the live streams as just paying attention to myself because I'm looking into my own eyes. When I look at these cameras, I look at myself and I play off of my own energy. So sometimes it actually just feels like I'm talking to me and you just happen to be here, especially the days that I don't interact with the chat. Those days, those feel especially different, where it really feels like I'm just talking to myself nonstop because I'm not really interacting with the chat. And it just feels like it's me hanging out with me because I'm looking at me and talking to myself on these cameras. And I have to be really careful with my energy because I could loop it, which I grew up filming myself. And it's such a surprise to me that when I film myself, where I'm actually seeing myself at the same time, it just feels like I'm actually talking to me, which is kind of crazy, I guess. But at the same time, I'm just not used to it. I used to film a lot in high school, and I used to film myself. Oh, God. At least 40 minutes of myself was filmed every day. At least 40 minutes. I got some people that could probably can make a better estimate on how much I filmed myself every day. But I was like constantly doing something. And I was usually in everybody's projects. I was in the media arts classes, and I would have my own team that I'd be making a project with, but I'd usually go around to every single group and work with every single group and be in every single project. At least a character in something, because I loved acting when I was younger. It was my passion up until like, I think 19 or something. I used to really love it. I don't feel the same way about it anymore, which is why I've stepped away from being in front of the camera. But look, I'm back in front of the camera. So obviously I've had a change of heart and I'm trying to decide where I'm going to be going from here. But regardless, it seems like a lot of people are live streaming and I'm just falling into that mold of things anyways because I'm not camera shy. And I like being on the camera. And I like having some fun with it. And I do like hearing myself talk. Not a lot of people like to hear themselves talk. I found that to be a part of the truth there. Now, we are actually going to be done with the roof in just a second. I'm just trying to put a little more acorns on here. I see people have been saying things on the chat in both YouTube, Instagram, and on TikTok. And I haven't gotten over there to answer said questions or said statements. But it doesn't mean I don't care. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to. It just means you got to be patient. You got to be patient and wait for me to find the time to stand up over there. But we are now done with the roof. I'm happy with how the roof came out. We could say the roof is at 100%. Let's use a little bit of... Actually, let's do white. We're going to do the back. The back of the... we're going to do a garage door. Let's do a garage door on the back. I mean, it has to be practical. I would assume that pretty much every gingerbread man or woman in the gingerbread world would also have some sort of gingerbread car or cart. Let's make it a tiny. There we go. All right. So now I'm going down. Yeah, here we go. This is icing piping or whatever they call it. I am not a baker, but I am having fun building a gingerbread kit. And let's make a garage first. We'll do doorways with green. Now let's make sure not to make the same mistake twice and use too much icing. I'm using too much icing. It's okay. I'll figure it out. How big would a gingerbread car be? I feel like it would be that big. You can't see it, but you'll see it later. When I turn this around, you'll see the backside. So we've got the backside going on right now. I would like to put a basketball hoop on the garage. All right, let's try it. Nah, you know what? That's not really working to my liking. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, so no basketball hoop, but I can't really erase it. Let's give it a little bit of a white outline on at least the top of the garage. Yeah, that'll fix it. Well, now they just look like double doors. But it's a garage door. Yeah, it's a garage door. But it does look like double doors. But that's not what it is. No. But let's use this green. And since we're making it on this piece of cardboard, I could use this green to indicate that it's a driveway or a path. We have the sand sugar that we could be using. Yep, the sand sugar is actually going to be really good for the ground stuff because it's going to make it look more like, there's snow on the ground. Let's add some more sand sugar. All right. The green indicates the road there. I feel like we should use the candy canes on the sides of the garage. We're going to make the back look pretty plain, actually. It's not going to be as good as the other parts, but let's give a blotch of icing on the ground right here to shove a piece of candy cane there. You can't see what I'm doing, but you'll see it soon. You just got to be patient. This is me hanging out in my workshop. You're watching my live stream. I'm here on TikTok. I'm here on Instagram. I'm here on YouTube. You can watch me on a regular basis in my workshop this week. That's a promise I'm making to you, unless I end up having a lot of crazy work to do. I am someone that works in the entertainment industry, and I am always on call, so you never know. But if things go as planned, I'll be here nightly this week, and that is something that you'll be able to tune in on and be part of. It'll be fun, I promise. No, it's not staying. Okay, so I want this to work, but how badly do I want it to work? I gotta make it stay if I want it to work. Oh, you better stay. I can't put that much icing on you. I'm talking to the candy cane. Yeah, that works. All right, the candy cane's now in place, but I put more than I wanted on it, so let's use a gumdrop. Okay. It's feeling good. This is a creative experience right here. There's nothing, I can't do anything wrong when it comes to making a gingerbread house except for not trying. That's the only, I don't need to put trash there. I have a trash can over here to my left. I've gone through this on my live stream already. I am not someone that's been live streaming for a long period of time, but I do have a familiarity with being in front of the camera, but it does tend to affect me in ways that I don't always understand. And for some reason, I was putting trash over here on this side, and I have a trash can over here to my left. And it was just happening. And it's not happening now because I'm being mindful and taking care of it at the same time. So thanks for watching. Thanks. I think people are commenting and pushing like on both Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and it's great to have you here. And it's great to be doing these live streams. I know I'm having a lot of fun. If you're having a lot of fun, well, then that is the whole purpose why I'm here, is to make content, to make it so that you can have some fun rather than get stressed out with the other content that's here online. And to, also, it's festive and it's a holiday episode. So if you're bored and you don't really want to watch TV, I got you. I'm here to entertain for the time being. And you can let me know just by supporting and pushing like and telling me how I'm doing. I do like the feedback. And the more you let me know, the more I'll have more fun while doing this stuff, knowing that people actually do care. Now we're going to use... Ah, that was dumb. Okay. It doesn't taste very good, but I'm trying to make it flat. That doesn't taste like a candy cane. What does that taste like? Oh, it's peppermint. Which peppermint is candy cane. I always forget about that. Oh gosh, that got me right there. Well, I'm having a great time. I hope you're having a great time too. That is peppermint for you. I'm using the candy canes on the back end right here. Trying to get myself some more formation. I'm working on the back of the house. This is a mid-century modern house, and we are just going to get this candy cane in a secure spot so it doesn't fall forward or fall back. Now, we did a gingerbread build last night too, and the thing that was the problem was the fact, oh, that's some good icing, was the fact that I kept putting too much icing in places, and I didn't take into consideration that the icing will drip when you do that. So, well, that's what happened over there. Yeah, I don't know if you could zoom in on that, but right here is the Mushroom Village that has a gingerbread kit. I assembled that one last night. Okay, all right. We are not done though. No, we got some more to do over here. I got to use a little bit of the sanding sugar. Oh, that's not a little bit. Oh, that's okay. It looks more convincing that way. Yeah, it looks like there's actually snow on the ground right there. Now let's see, what else can we do to make this look real nice on this side? Probably maybe a Christmas tree. I know I should probably do a window, but if I do a window, then I can't do a Christmas tree on the side of it. So let's put a Christmas tree on the side of the house, especially on the back. I mean, that makes sense to me. That's exactly where a Christmas tree should be. But we're going to use this green because I kind of like it better. So let's do Christmas tree. It's happening. Come on, little Christmas tree. It's not really happening to my liking, but it's okay. I think I made it too small. Should have made it a little bit bigger. Nah, I shouldn't be so hard on myself. It came out fine. All right, so now we've got ourselves one of them Christmas trees on the side. Good thing I don't have just regular sprinkles. I'd be using it all over the place. All over the place. I love sprinkles. Whenever I make Christmas cookies, they end up all being just sprinkled Christmas cookies. All right, so what's next? We still have blue icing that I haven't started to use yet. So let's use some of the blue icing. Where'd the scissors go? It's going to be a lot of fun to do the last gingerbread build because the last gingerbread build, I'm going to have all the leftover icing from multiple builds, and that one's going to get crazy. So if you're just tuning into my live stream and you're looking forward to future live streams with me, the one that'll probably be the best is when I do the last gingerbread build. It'll be a lot going on, and they'll be like, I'll probably try to use everything. So that gives you a reason to follow me and to come back and to watch night after night to see when that ends up happening, because I'm not going to wait for you to do it. I'm going to end up doing it depending on what the viewers actually want, that are reoccurring and that are consistent. And it's nice to have people here, but we do a poll, or we will be doing polls for the rest of the night to make sure that we know what the activity is, and we feel like we participate to make the activity something that we decide as a group, because it's not just you watching me, it's going to be you interacting with me. Even though right now I'm not taking the time to read anything in the chat, and I see people have said things on both YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and I haven't said anything to any of the people really in the chat, except for Mary Antosi. Mary, thanks for being here. Of course, I had to acknowledge you. You let me live in your house for a good month and a half, so you're like my second mom. Thanks for watching, and thanks for asking the questions. And this is the shed. This is the workshop. And that's basically the only comments I've responded to since we started doing this live stream in here. It's been nice to have people jump in. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the blue. I think I'm going to do like little lights. What? It's stuck? Cut tip off for small opening. Check. Did it. Well, the tip is off. Oh, here we go. It's coming out. There it is. And we'll just do, well, it's just sugar. Really delicious sugar. All right, that's one. And that's two. It's just adding that color. Honestly, I just really like blue. Blue is great. And it's looking good. I guess, I should use the white to maybe outline some more things on the side. I feel like I'm missing a lot here. I just don't want it to feel plain, and I don't want it to feel too basic. What I'm definitely going to do is I'm going to do the back of this side. I'm going to flip it and do the other side, and then we'll do the sides, the actual sides. If I don't have enough stuff to do those sides, I don't care. It's about these sides. These sides are the sides that matter, and we are still working on the garage door too. Yeah, just concentrating. I know it's weird when I get really quiet because I love to talk. But at the same time, every once in a while, I gotta breathe. I gotta breathe and also do what I'm doing over here and give myself a little bit more of the paying attention to what I'm doing. And that is over here on this side, we're gonna use pink now. Yeah, I love that they gave me pink. This is the first time I've gotten pink icing. I should really keep track of where these are going off to. I'm just kind of cutting it and it's flying anywhere. And I know I'm gonna have to pick it up later in a different way. Most likely have to pick it up with sweeping. I see TikTok really wants me to be doing more of this co-hosting, again, with people that are not in America. Stop it. Oh, wait, no. Maybe that guy's in America. Maybe. Maybe it is. I shouldn't be so quick to judge. But still, that has happened a lot. If you're familiar with what's going on the TikTok stream and you're watching on Instagram or on YouTube, that is the battles. I talk about it a lot. The battles and the co-hosting happens on TikTok and doesn't happen here on Instagram, doesn't happen here on YouTube, but it does happen on the TikTok live stream, and it normally partners me up with people that aren't in America and that happen to be in the Middle Eastern areas of the world. And it's usually more frustrating than it is fun for me because I can't communicate with them and they usually just want to battle. Or they try to talk to me, and even if their English is good, and even if I say, wow, your English is really good, really, honestly, I have a hearing problem, and, like, that doesn't mix well with people that are learning English or people that are speaking English for the first time. It's just the reality. But then again, if they have more of like an Armenian accent, something that I grew up with, I can understand that very easily. Also, if they have like, if they're from like China or any of the, like Korea and stuff like, because I grew up in San Marino, which has the majority of Asian population. So I'm also used to that too. But as soon as you get into different dialects of Middle Eastern, it's like I can't understand them at all. Even when they're learning English. That's not what's important. We're gonna do a pink window on the back over here. Circle window or square window. Or a rectangle window. Let's do a rectangle window. Yep, rectangle's a thing. Yeah, that was a good call. The rectangle window, it takes up more space, and it just looks better. Looks better indeed, like a lot better. We'll give it some lines across. Yeah, you just do what you want when it comes to decorating a gingerbread house. This live stream is really trucking along. We are more than halfway through. We probably only have like 25 minutes left here on Instagram or here on YouTube for you to continue to watch me in my live stream. If you want to keep watching my live stream when I'm done decorating this and you want to be part of whatever else I'm doing tonight, which is probably watching something, you can actually do that, but only on TikTok. The live stream will end here on Instagram and it will end here on YouTube. And for good reason. For good reason. There are more people that interact on a regular basis on TikTok, so I do feel like the viewers there deserve to have a little one-on-one with me at the end of the day, since they support the videos I make, and since some of them are paid subscribers as well. And if you're watching on Instagram or on YouTube, you can't even watch all the videos in any of these places. You have to actually watch the videos I make in all of these places in order to watch all the videos I make. Slight edits on some of them have longer content overall, but the most content that's posted on a regular basis ends up being on YouTube. There's about 3 hours of content posted every day by me on YouTube that you can watch whenever you want. If you just enjoy listening to me talk and you feel like I'm good positive energy and that you are entertained, well, looks like you have a place to watch a lot of videos that I've made, and you can watch those videos for free. That's right. For free. At least for the time being. But if you are watching on TikTok and you decide to be a subscriber, I have exclusive videos for you that you can only watch here on TikTok. You can't watch them on YouTube. You can't watch them on Instagram. They're here just for you. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and there'll be more stuff coming in the future. A lot of it will have to do with diary entries. It's almost like I'll use it like a little bit of a diary. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun for me to be exploring other things to do here on TikTok. This is also the first TikTok live event that I've scheduled and I'm doing tonight, and we will continue to do live events throughout the rest of the week. So that's all happening here in the workshop and all happening here on TikTok. Thanks for watching and thanks for being part of the live stream. We're still this half of the gingerbread house is now on for display. I forgot to say that. I flipped it around, but it's because I'm focusing now on the front. That's the back of the house, which actually we've got to flip that back around. There's one more thing I wanted to do. Sorry about that. It just has these balls, these like festive Christmas balls. Oh, they're way too big. Well, no, they're like, oh, it drooped on that side. Well, it's all right. Let's just push these right here. I'll just do 2 on this side. I just feel like I should put some over here. If you're having fun this holiday season, well, I am too. And hopefully I'll be contributing to you having more fun throughout the rest of this holiday season if you decide to follow and be part of the live stream on a weekly basis. Throughout the rest of the week, you can have some fun with me doing stuff in here. Okay, so now we've made the garage door, as you could see that on that side. Now we're going to focus on the front of the house. The front of the house needs to have a door to get in, maybe some windows. Gosh, what should I do to spice it up to make it so that it feels more... Well, where did I put the garage door? In the center? I put it in the center, right? About the center. So we'll do the opposite side for the door, so then nothing gets really weird. We'll do a green door, but we're not doing a double door. We'll do a single door. That way it's more distinguishable that it's a door into the house and that's the garage door. You know, we're just going to have some fun here. We'll put the door down. Oh, come on. The green icing's just giving me a little bit of problems. And that's okay. I can fix it. All right. Okay, and we've got ourselves a door. That's right. Making good progress. Now, what type of door do we want to have? Do we want it just to be a solid door with a gumdrop handle? I think so. So it looks like we're going to be doing that. So solid green door with gumdrop handle coming right up. I should get a gingerbread too. We'll do a blue gumdrop door handle. I mean, when I think of gumdrops, I think of gumdrop buttons. But every once in a while, a gumdrop, well, actually, you know what? It's too big. It looks weird. So I'm actually going to take this gumdrop. I'm going to use these scissors. And I cut it down. Much nicer. There we go. That works. That's fantastic. It just looked weird with it being that big. Yeah, no one wants a doorknob that's that big. But also, now we have a little bit of icing right here, or a little bit of a gumdrop that has no home. But now it has a home. It'll be the top of the chimney. Of course, a gumdrop chimney has blue smoke coming out of it. Anybody who knows anything about gingerbread houses knows that a gingerbread house has a gumdrop fireplace. And the gumdrop fireplace always has a blue type of smoke coming out of it. I don't know if that's a fact, but I did like talking like it was. It's not a fact. But it is fun to just make some things up every once in a while. Am I right or am I right? Humor is humor. Let's see what's going on here. How much of this icing do I have left? Not as much as I want. I want more. But right now, this will have to do. Let's outline the door with some white. Kind of like it has some frost around it. I mean, that's just, you know, for fun. Why not, right? Now I'm just kind of like trying to make this last as long as possible. because I also don't want to get up and read the chats. Even though I'm looking forward to it, I'm comfortable over here just having fun. And I can talk endlessly without being interrupted, which is great for someone that likes to talk, which is me. I love to talk, and I like being here with you. And if you like being here with me, but you're also like, why haven't you answered my questions? It's because all my phones are about 10 feet away from me. And that is just the reality. I cannot read the chat without stepping forward at least 5 feet. And that's just what's happening right here. But now we're going to be moving on to the next part of the decorating. We've done the door, but I kind of want to do the path to the door. It's going to be on the ground. Yeah, I mean, we have the path leading out from the driveway to the street. So this is just the path to the front door. We'll make it a windy, nice road. Or a nice path. Not a road, it's just a path. And then we're going to give it some lines, maybe, like cement lines. Yeah, everyone's familiar with that. You've all walked on cement. You know what I'm talking about. All right. And we're done. Well, not really. But we are done with the path, which means I need to use the sanding sugar, which is something that I learned tonight, and hopefully you learned about it too. If you didn't learn about it, well, I mean, and you knew about it before, well, why didn't you tell me anything? Well, it's not really your responsibility anyways, but we're actually going to also make little, like, gumdrop areas. We'll have the front yard be more festive. The backyard's pretty plain. There's not a lot I could do about that. There is, but I'm not going to do anything about it. It's a creative decision. Creative decisions. All right. We're almost there. Okay. Oh, those are even numbers. That's not right. Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, so now I pour down. Oh, too much. Well, why am I still pouring them? Because it wasn't too much. All right, so now I've done that. We put the sanding sugar here, sanding sugar there, sanding sugar here, sanding sugar here, and we're still decorating this side. Where did it go? The gumdrops. Here they are. And now we're taking gumdrops, which we have pink, purple, and blue. Baby blue and light purple? I don't know if it's light purple. But we're going to put some gumdrops just in the front yard. You know, because why not? We can, and honestly, that looks kind of cool. I love gumdrops, and I think gumdrops are very decorative when it comes to using them to make anything. Like a gingerbread house or a gingerbread man. Well, that's just what they're intended to be used for, in my opinion. And I'm not a professional in this type of work, but I do still hold an opinion. As you may do as well. Do. I have fun in these live streams. I hope you're having fun watching, and I do appreciate all the support and all the likes. The comments, once again, I haven't gotten around to read the comments, but I do appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching on TikTok, let's give a shout out to the moderators, which are Joe, Mikey Milwaukee, Javier, and Bobo Gizmo. They do a great job at moderating and keeping the place safe. You can ask them questions. They can answer questions that you have about me, like if you were wondering what my ethnicity is, and you may have asked it multiple times. My ethnicity is Armenian, and they are great at answering questions for me when I don't get around to answering the questions because I set the camera up too far away. If you're frustrated because I have not been interacting with the chat on either Instagram, YouTube, or on TikTok, chill. It's all right. It's me having some fun over here, and I'd have to actually stand up, walk over there, read the chat, then come back over here and sit down. And that's not a very fluid motion of a live stream. It'll be a lot messier that way. This is the best way to do it. This is the best way for me to do it, that it's more interactive and that it actually has a lot more going on with the sense of it having a flow to it, rather than me going up and then having to actually read the comments, which are making it difficult for me to be able to make some sort of project. So whenever I'm doing these projects, I do apologize if you get frustrated without me answering a lot of the questions, but I don't have a way to read the chat because I'm using all my devices to live stream stream myself. Now, we are still decorating this back half, and we're going to be using the baby blue and the pink icing to really spice this up on the back, and I think that that's basically going to be it. So this live stream is actually coming to an end. I'm not going to be doing the sides right here of the house, or at least not tonight, but maybe another night. But right now we are actually getting to the point to where I'm going to start wrapping up this live stream, because I see it's 9 o'clock, and this live stream event was scheduled from 7 till 9 p.m. And that's right. I have other things I want to do tonight, because this is a live stream of me just being in my life and you being here with me right now. And the idea is to continue to live stream only on TikTok after we're done decorating this house. But it has been a lot of fun streaming live here on Instagram and here on YouTube, and I do appreciate you guys coming in. And in a second, you'll be able to see how I finish up this house, which is going to have lots of windows. Maybe another Christmas tree on this side. The Christmas tree on that side actually came out really good, but this one could be better. I can feel it. I can make it bigger, and that is what I wanted to do when I was making the other one. So I'm happy to be making a bigger Christmas tree with the icing that I have that's green. And I've got it. There it is. Okay. Also, if you're just joining in on the chat and you're like, oh, where's this guy from? What time is it over there? Well, I'm on the West Coast. I'm in California. That's where I'm from. That's where I live. I'm in the Los Angeles County area. And you're watching me live on the apps from wherever you are. I don't know where that is, but you could be watching me from literally anywhere. You could be watching me from all the way on the other side of the world, or you could be watching me from basically 2 doors down. And you'll never know, because that's the best part about the internet, is that we could just interact with each other, and we could be miles away from each other, and we really actually don't have to interact with each other if we don't want to. You could just be an observer. You can also be someone that interacts with in the chat. Whatever you want to do tonight, that's up to you. But right now I'm finishing up my Christmas tree that's on this side, which is now done. So we have one more Christmas tree here. We're going to use some more of this white to finish this side and this side. Let's also add a little white on the ground here. And a little white on the ground over here. Filling it in, trying to make things look as good as I can. I don't have to stop if I don't want to, but I do want to make like some really crazy designs, I guess, over here. I don't really know how I want to use the blue icing. I don't know what I just did right here, but I'm going to just let that be what it is. What is that? What did I just make? Can I turn that into something? I know, you're probably like, what did he do? Well, I mean, I just kind of put icing there and it just kind of turned into nothing. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cover that up with a gumdrop. When in doubt, and when you're having problems making a gingerbread house and you feel like you did something that doesn't make a lot of sense, just put a gumdrop over it. Just put a gumdrop over it, and that really fixes it. It fixes it indeed. Oh yeah, that looks good. That's exactly what I wanted to do. Yeah, it looks more intentional that way. In fact, I can make that look even more intentional if I also do the same thing down here. Yeah. Remember, it's about having fun when you make a gingerbread house. So if you're trying to make it very practical, very realistic, you're missing the whole point. The whole point is to have some fun, and it shouldn't be logical. A gingerbread man can't even live inside of a gingerbread house. It's all make-believe to begin with. I appreciate the likes, and I appreciate the follows, and just the participation in general in the live stream. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being part of my live stream. We're going to be ending it in the live stream chats, or in the live stream areas of Instagram and YouTube within the next 10 minutes. So I do hope you guys have really enjoyed watching this live stream. If you want to keep watching the live stream and you don't want any interruption, well, you just got to switch on over to TikTok. That's the place where it's going to stay a little bit longer, because I'm actually going to have to go into that chat and make sure to acknowledge people for sending me gifts and for liking and for being here, because the people on TikTok tend to be a little bit more interactive than the people on Instagram and the people on YouTube. And that's right, I'm telling you, I appreciate you. Even though I'm not getting up there to interact right now with the chat, I appreciate any gift that's been sent to me, and I appreciate any like and any share I've gotten as well. I see you, and I should be saying your names and whatnot, because, you know, a gift is a gift. It doesn't come free, and I do appreciate that. I also appreciate if anyone became a subscriber. I don't know if I got any new subscribers because I haven't been close enough to the camera to be able to see if there are new subscribers in the house. But if you decided to be a new subscriber, woot woot. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And that's a subscriber on TikTok, which is different than a subscriber on YouTube, but still basically same. Different, but same. But it's nice to have you here on any of these platforms. The Instagram one, you know, it's all a bunch of free stuff that you can just be entertained with. But I normally use this platform right here, Instagram, as kind of like AIM. There's just a lot of conversations with a lot of people that I basically pay more attention to on the app than I do pay attention to the content on the app. And stories. All right, now we're on the last part. Let's use the blue icing to make a big window. And we're going to do blue icing because the pink icing has disappointed me already. It has. Plus, a blue window is very inviting. If I saw a house with a blue window, I would say, I'm okay with going into that house. I would say that. A blue window is not something I've seen a lot of. And I would assume that the person that has a blue window is calm and nice and is probably very attractive, because blue is normally a color that attractive people embrace. I know, I have some friends that are pretty attractive and they always say their favorite color is blue. I don't know what it is. Now, you might have an opinion on that too, but that's just my own personal observation. And my favorite color isn't blue, but I'm not putting myself into that bucket. But there is a bucket, and that bucket, you know, like, has a lot of people saying blue's their favorite color. So if blue's your favorite color, you're probably really attractive. I'm just messing around. I'm just having some fun. I know, right? This is my live stream, and I'm the only one that's talking. So since I'm the only one that's talking, I can pretty much say whatever I want, which is dangerous and fun at the same time. So I hope it's been entertaining to you. I'm finishing up this window right here. We're going to give it some crosses, you know, like the lead that's like in between the glass, I guess, because this is going to be an old house. It said modern, though. But what's so modern about it? Plus, what do the gingerbread look like that live in this house? I should make a gingerbread family that'll end up living in the house. We're almost done. I can feel it. Well, once I finish this door or this window, I really actually don't have any more space to work with on these sides. I'm almost there. It's hard to get the icing out of this blue little tube without ripping it apart. I still appreciate these little tubes that they gave me. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. That's looking good. Let's give that some outline. I want to put some pink on it, even though I've already learned my lesson from using the pink. I'm still going to use the pink anyways. Maybe a pink line right here too. Let's see if this works. I do want to give it an outline of pink. And then we're going to put some more white on it. And that's going to be that. Okay, come on, pink. You got this. There's still some left in here. I can feel it. And that's good. That's good. Okay, that might be too much pink, but we're going to find out together. Now that I've done that, I'm going to put these over here. These ones are done being used as well. We are on the last steps. If you're just tuning in, well, I'm sorry. You missed most of my live stream, but you can always rewatch the live stream. You could rewatch this live stream on Instagram or here on YouTube, but you can't rewatch it on TikTok. You could just be part of the live stream on TikTok. But that's right. If you want to rewatch this live stream, you'll be able to do so definitely whenever you want, because Instagram just uploads this entire thing from start to end onto my account. So you just got to go onto my page and you can rewatch this live stream of me in my shed building this this mid-century modern gingerbread house. I got it down. But you can also rewatch this live stream on YouTube as well. The mid-century modern gingerbread house is going to be a classic video for anyone to rewatch whenever they want. With me dressed up as Santa, but Santa with a dyed beard and not a white beard that's super long. Also with the stockings behind me because, this is the workshop. But we're just going to finish this up. The last thing I need to put is some more snow on the top of the window seal. This is looking real good. I'm feeling good about this. Let's also give one more line of white. I mean, why not? We have the ability to do so. Well, I want that to go down to the ground and then come back up. Very slowly. Look at me concentrating, making it happen, having some fun while doing it. Well, that basically does it. I think I'm good to call it. We're going to just take this stuff. We'll put this over here. This stuff can be used on another day when I do another gingerbread house build. I can always add things. That's the best part about making a gingerbread house, is that I can add things to it later. That is an option that I'll be able to do. Now, here's the reveal of the other side of the gingerbread house. This was once again the back side, which is the garage. And we are going to flip that around. And look at that. I know, right? It came out pretty good. I like it. I think it came out magnificently. And what I think is what matters when it comes to the gingerbread house and taking the time to be decorative with it, because when push comes to shove, and at the end of the day, what really matters is that you have fun making a gingerbread kit. And that means you do what you want with it. You could make it very minimal if you want to make it minimal. You can make it advanced if you want to make it advanced. Now you can see that we have the front side of it with a doorway, a path that leads out, a gumdrop front yard, which a gumdrop front yard is pretty logical, especially since there's a gumdrop fireplace inside and you have to use the gumdrops in the gumdrop fireplace to make the place sugary. Wouldn't make it warm. But then again, I really don't know how gingerbread work, because after they get baked, they don't want to be in front of a fire again. That just doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it does. Well, on top of this, you can see that I've made myself a nice mid-century modern house, gingerbread house. And I'm actually going to carefully lift it up. And I want to show it to you guys a little bit closer so everyone can really get a good look at it. You can also see posts that I make about this later on. So if you do want to just see what it looks like at a later time, you can go ahead and do so as well. But this is going to be the end of the live stream here on Instagram and here on TikTok, or here on YouTube. But you can keep watching on TikTok. That's what I meant to say. So now take a look. We're going to show it off to Instagram first. You can see that the roof has a whole bunch of leaves on it, and that's sanding sugar. And we've got the front door area. Actually, we got to go all the way back. And then there's the back side, which is where the car goes, the gingerbread car, for the gingerbread man that lives in the gingerbread house with his gingerbread wife and his gingerbread kids, with the gumdrop fireplace that burns gumdrops that release sugar, I guess, in the house. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'll think more about that. But this is how the build came out. And that's what it looks like. I've purposely given TikTok the best view, or Instagram the best view right now for you to be able to see it. And now we're actually going to take it over to YouTube. YouTube, now you can see it a lot clearer, letting you guys see the same amount of it that I allowed Instagram to just see. You see the leaves that are on the top and the snow, the icicles that we got right there. You could still basically see it over here too. We've got the front yard with the gumdrops just positioned throughout, the door, the tree in the front. And then when you flip it around, you can see that there's a garage, and that garage has a path going to it. Some of that's Sugar Sand also there too. So this is what it's came out to look like. It looks pretty good. It has a chimney. It has all the bells and the whistles, windows, doors, the whole shebang. Everything's there. That's how it came out. Over here on TikTok, you've seen it multiple times. I think you guys get the idea of what it looks like. We're going to be putting it down over here. I appreciate all the likes and all the shares that I've been getting on all of the different platforms. It's great to have you here. Thanks for being here. This ends the live stream over here on Instagram and on YouTube. But I'm going to stay here on TikTok for a while. So those of you that have been on TikTok and asked questions and whatnot, I will answer those questions. But right now we're actually going to look at some of the chats. Right before I end the live stream, I should at least acknowledge the people that have taken the time to say things, because if you took the time to say things, I should at least take the time to read that you said things. So it looks like we had a lot of people come in. We had Peter from Australia already say hello. Then there's Danny Dorito saying, hey, and that I'm that one guy and that I've inspired you to make one. That's great that I've inspired you to make yourself a gingerbread kit. Ain't no way Danny Doritos in the chat. And honestly, Danny Dorito is a great name, and I appreciate Danny Dorito coming in and commenting on the live stream on the YouTube chat. Sports Cards Club, also in disbelief that Danny Dorito is an actual username. Danny Dorito looks like a real person because he's saying it looks like it's a lot of fun. But I'm sorry if you felt like you got any hate, Danny Dorito. You have a really great name. That's all people are saying. This angle's better than TikTok. It does make sense. It's the iPad. Thanks for spreading holiday cheer, Benjamin. That's from Cheese Wheel. Cheese Wheel, thank you for acknowledging that I'm spreading some holiday cheer. Oh. Then we got Realize TZ saying hello to me again. It's nice to have you here. You were watching earlier too. We got Trevor also saying hello. Trevor, welcome to the live stream on YouTube. The YouTube live stream is ending soon. You can keep watching though on TikTok if you want to. Cheese Wheel, your gingerbread house is very festive. Why does the chat keep like disappearing on me? I don't understand, YouTube. Do you want me to interact with people in the chat or not? Your gingerbread house is very festive. All your positive energy is not going... Oh, good. It's not going to waste. I'm happy that it's spread into your festive cheer as well, Cheese Wheel. It's nice to have you. Thanks for watching. Brandon saying that it looks great. All right, and that wraps up the chat over there on YouTube. We're going to be ending that live stream in a second, but let's see what's going on over here on Instagram. It's great to have all you people on Instagram. I'm ending this live stream in just a couple seconds, or actually a couple minutes, but you can keep watching me if you go on over to TikTok, where I'll be interacting a lot more with the chat. But I'm just going to give some acknowledgement to what's going on over here on the chat in the Instagram world. And it looks like a lot of comments were left, and I don't know where to start with that. So we're just going to start randomly at some point where someone says no Diddy. Yep, no Diddy in this house. That's exactly what's kind of happening here. We're just hanging out, and none of that Diddy stuff's being discussed. Be mindful to the comments. Even Ivan? And then Stalked by Seinfeld telling me I'm doing great. Thanks, Stalked by Seinfeld. I do appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Let's see the front. You want to see the inside, Stalked by Seinfeld? I don't have the inside made. But Cribs Gingerbread Edition would be pretty fun. I do like the idea of doing that. Maybe in the future I'll kind of figure out how to do it. The roof is falling off. No, the roof isn't falling off. It does feel like it's falling off, though, because it's like hanging over. You can't believe you can't see the front. I showed you guys the front. Oh, well, these are old comments. Do you remember when there was snow in Pasadena 2 years ago? Yes, I do remember when there was snow in Pasadena 2 years ago. Stalked by Seinfeld saying, pay attention to me. Wow, people get real aggressive in the comments. I do understand I'm live streaming, but if I'm live streaming and I'm telling you that I'm not interacting with the comments, it's very interesting to me that you can't hear me say that I'm not interacting with the comments right now. And you shouldn't be taking it personally. But it does seem like it it damages some people. So I think in the future, when I do some of these things, maybe I'll deactivate comments for a little while, so then people can't even say I'm not interacting, and then they also don't feel like I'm not listening to them. But I can reiterate that I'm doing something and it'll get around to it, but it looks like it kind of affects people. But then again, it's hard to figure out what people's tones are when they just write these messages. Best live ever. Thanks for saying it's the best live ever. Stalked by Seinfeld saying, talk to us. I've been talking to you the whole time. I just have not been able to go and read the chat. I don't know if you were here when I said that, but I did try to make myself say it multiple times, so then people did understand on all these live streams that I'm just doing an activity for you to be able to observe, and it's like watching kind of reality TV, and then I come around to interacting with the chat when we're done. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. So I'm not neglecting the chat. I'm just postponing to interact with the chat in my videos and my live streams. And that's just the best thing for me to do, to be able to make it so that I can actually carry out an activity and finish something. Who is Mary? Someone that answered, that asked a question in the beginning, if you go back into the chat. Why shouting out this girl? Oh, wow. Let's see the tree. Stalked by Seinfeld, letting me know you're hungry. Great. I appreciate the interaction in general and the chats. Ivan saying you feel like you're being abandoned. You shouldn't feel that way. No. Regardless, oh, my Uncle Tom came in. Hey, Uncle Tom, nice to see you. I hope you're still here. Anyways, I'm ending the live stream here on Instagram, and I'm ending it here on YouTube, and I'm only going to be live on TikTok. But just so everyone can see it again, this live stream has been all about making a gingerbread house. It's been fun for me. Hopefully this was festive enough for you. This is a special holiday live stream, and there'll be more of these throughout the week. You'll be able to tune in and be part of my festive holiday live streams where we vote on things that I do in the workshop, and we'll be just having it be all Santa themed throughout the week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're looking for some festive holiday cheer and some positive content that's just fun to watch, and you're trying to get away from death scrolling, well, maybe I'm the guy for you. The algorithm showed you me for a reason, so I'm here to entertain you if you want to be entertained. If you want to rewatch this live stream, you can rewatch it here on Instagram, you can rewatch it here on YouTube, but feel free to also go on over to TikTok to watch a special continuation of this live feed right now that is not going to be available for you to rewatch anywhere. So that's just going to be a live stream that's going to be only available on TikTok. But it's been great having you here. Feel free to give me a follow. Feel free to give me a like if you've been watching on Instagram. If you've been watching on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, be part of the community here. And I look forward to seeing you in future live streams, because I live stream here on YouTube on a regular basis. But I'm not sure if I'll be live streaming regularly here on Instagram with these festive holiday workshop episodes, but we'll see. Regardless, I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun watching me too. I enjoy doing these things, and I enjoy you being here. I enjoy any feedback you got to share with me. It's great to have you, and it's great to see that everyone is here. Take care of yourself, everybody, and have yourself a great festive holiday week. This is Monday, so hopefully you're getting it off on the right start. Take care of yourself over there on Instagram, and if you want to keep watching, you just got to go on over to TikTok. Have a great night, everybody. Love you, and take care. Get a good night's rest, too. Happy holidays. Yeah, that ended that one. Now I push share, and I'll just type Santa's Workshop Day 1. Workshop Day 1, something like that. I don't know. Or how many days of Christmas are there? What days of Christmas are we on? If you're watching on TikTok, I can use some feedback, I guess. No, I'll just fix this really quick. Santa's Workshop. What was the gingerbread bit? Oh, Santa's Workshop mid-century. I got this. This makes more century. More sense. Why would it do that? It did some weird autocorrect thing. So mid-century modern gingerbread build. Mid-century modern gingerbread build. Kit build? It is a kit, technically. I don't want people to think I made it up on my own. If you're just tuning in, welcome. I'm just making sure that the description is right for everything that's going on in the everything that's going on in the Instagram app, and that's now done. Instagram now has all of that crap going on. We are having some floor issues. It's just too slippery in here. There's not even anything wet on the ground. I just don't have the ground built up that way. But if you're watching on YouTube, now the live stream ends here. Thanks for being here. And feel free to subscribe, be part of the live stream in the future. I live stream here on a regular basis. I'll see you again if I see you again. It's great to have you. And I do look forward to being in your presence in the future if you decide to tune in again on another live stream. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I live stream on a regular basis and I do enjoy doing it. So have yourself a great night. And if you want to keep watching me live stream, you just go on over to TikTok where I'll be interacting more with that live stream. So that's it for this live stream. Have yourself a good night, everybody, and take care of yourself. You know, ho, 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 and whatnot.